on this fine, lovely Friday. I'm not. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. There we are. Hi guys. How we doing? How is it going? What's going on? Tell me all the details. How are we doing? I sure hope. Okay, good. Everything should be in its proper place. We should all be gathered here, cooking some hot dogs. That sounds exciting. Am I doing amazing? How am I? I'm doing pretty good as well. Tyra just got back from camping. Well, that sounds like it was a fun time. Here you go. It's going great. Fantastic. USB. Oh my goodness, we've just begun it. I'm already opening. Dinner time. Very nice. My. You're making Azul pins while listening to my stream. Oh, that's so amazing. Oh, I love that. My. I wanted to write, but ended up chatting with friends for the past few hours. That's a mood. That is very fair. And that sounds like a good use of your time. Trying to draw. I see. Oh my. Well, I'd have pizza. Oh, pizza. Pizza's very good. I love pizza. I wish I had some pizza. Man, I don't know why I'm so hungry. I've already eaten so much today. I had a whole bunch of watermelon before stream. I had dinner. I had things. But my stomach is an infinite void, so it would seem. But you can write now with me in the background. Fair enough. Yeah, watermelon's really good. I haven't had it in such a long time. But my mom brought some down, so I was like, finally, yes. Chasing your background, you do every day. I see. Excited for the tier listing? Yes, so we shall be tier listing this evening. We are doing, I probably should update the stream name to that, shouldn't I? That probably would be good for me to do. Oh dear. Well, yes, today we shall be tier listing a couple of things from Twisted Wonderland. There was a bunch of things that were suggested in the little post that I made on the communities tab. Where's my live stream? There it is. All right. Twisted tier listing. I always forget to update the stream before stream. You know. But here we go. All right, yeah. So we had quite a bit of people wanting the tier listing, and we had quite a bit of people putting in the suggestions for said tier listing. So that is what we are going to be doing today. 12:30 a.m. So you probably won't stay that long. That's fair. Get your sleep. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming out and hanging out. Have I played Meta Chameleon yet? No, I have not. You have a blood draw tomorrow. I see. So you have to fast. I see. Well, good luck with your blood test. You pulled 110 keys for Lilia and it still haven't gotten him. Oh, I'm so sorry. I usually don't. What do I usually not do? Oh, I usually don't put it in the title for community night. I see. I thought I did. I probably just made community posts about it and just assumed that I did. My drawing chibis. I see. Yes, we will be using a wheel. There was many suggestions, so we shall be using a wheel. And I learned today that I can crop my OBS windows. So we have this cute little cropped window. The wheel is cropped. It'll work fine for the tier list, trust. but the wheel is slightly cropped. However, we have many good suggestions that were suggested. Some of them will need us to narrow scope depending on whether or not they are chosen. Because, you know, ranking groovy art, that's great, but there's like hundreds of thousands of groovy cards. So like we need to narrow those scopes a little bit. However, there was many things. So let's see what we shall be starting off with here. What is our first order of business on this evening? Please don't land on groovy artwork. Please. Okay, great. Perfect. How would they handle fireworks shows? So I guess this is like how fun or how good they would be if you went to go see fireworks with them for like a little festival or something. Perhaps. So let's figure out how they would be. Now, for the tier lists themselves, I just kind of tried to find ones that worked. So this one has everybody in their cute little bubbles, and I quite like that. So that is what we are going to be using for now for the characters. If we want to talk about event characters, we can talk about them, but I'm not going to try to find one of these that has them because 99% of the ones that I have seen, 99%, okay, have spoiler characters along with like the event characters. So we're not gonna be like we're not gonna be physically ranking Georgina and other people. But we can talk about them if y'all want to. However, for these specific sorts of considerations, I think we should just stick with the main cast for now. And then if we want to talk about like a Scully, or we want to talk about Ernesto, or we want to talk about people that do exist on EN, that would be fine. But we're not going to talk about people that have not come to the EN server yet, and I'm not going to pull up those other tier lists because there's no way for me to be able to censor those characters easily, because anytime I move a character, even like, oh, now everybody moved, so now I'm going to have to move the little like censor bar, and that's not going to be very good for me to do unless I like completely just get rid of the bottom of the screen. Like it's a lot more effort, I think, than it's worth. So that's how that's going. So, but what I should probably do is add a text layer so that we know. Oh my goodness, OBS updated and now it is so oh, I can, it's like a media library. It's got all sorts of stuff. Oh my goodness. I would like to add a text source. So tier listing. And then I'm just gonna copy and paste. We work smarter here, not harder. And then we gotta make it the right branding, if I can remember where to do that. There we go. And then we just gotta make it much smaller. Whee. There we go. Beautiful. That works, right? Now we all know what we're tier listing. Should I put it at the top? I don't know. If I put it at the top and then move the window down. If oh my OBS, OBS, come on, no, OBS, let me move when I want to move. Ah, there we go. Okay, perfect. There we have it. And then maybe we just try to even you out, kind of, sort of, maybe. Maybe we can get you centered, and maybe... Oh! Yeah, well, more or less. Alrighty. My, oh my. Let's see. Can I make this centered? Alignment centered. Will that screw it up? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yay! Alright, top tier should be partying with glow sticks. Yeah, do we want to name the tiers? I feel like we should just leave them as they are, because if we're going to do a bunch of these tier lists, I don't want to have to like reconfigure the tiers every single time. But we are doing how would they handle fireworks shows, how they would go about doing the fun things. Alrighty, so I suppose we'll start with Riddle. How fun do we think he would be? I can reset it. How? Where's the button for that? I think if you can clear the images, but you can't, like, I still have to edit the text every single time. F? If I press F, it'll reset? Or are you saying F for Riddle? F for Riddle? Is it a standard fireworks show or like a Disney World style? I think we should go with standard. Below, maybe below the ads. Oh, there is a reset button. Oh, I see. You are correct. Okay, well then we could do the fancy tiers, but I still feel like the letter system's gonna be the most ubiquitous. Seems like a solid C. Y'all think he's a solid C. Intrigued but not understand. Oh no, there's an F next to the D. It's all good. We're C. I see a lot of C's. I think that he would enjoy it. I think he enjoyed it in Stitch. Because Floyd makes fireworks in Stitch, and, like, everybody's kind of chill with it. But I don't know how much he would, like, legit want to be at a fireworks show. And I don't think that Riddle would necessarily make it fun. Like if we're hosting a little party and we're seeing fireworks afterwards, Riddle's gonna have everything just segmented like down to the letter. So I don't know. A twist bag is not a good idea if you plan on constantly opening it. Yeah, I know. I know. Maybe an S or an A because he would have fun. So I guess that's the bigger question. Like, is this question how they would handle the actual fireworks? Is this how they would be at a party? Is this how they would enjoy the fireworks? Like that I guess is the bitter crux. Because if this is, would he enjoy the fireworks? Then of course, yes he would. If he is planning a party, I don't know how fun that's gonna be. Is it how he specifically can handle? Like, are we just gonna put Jack in F tier because he's a dog? Is that how that's gonna function? Like for that specific, you know, sort of thing. I think how they would deal with them. Yeah, but what does that mean though? You can send links on stream because you found a tier list I can use that has other characters that are not JP. Did you send it in the Discord? Because then I can look it up. I can see it. If you sent it there. Did you put it in general? I see. All characters. Oh, you're right. But it doesn't have Scully. Oh, it is near perfect, but it doesn't have Scully and it has all of the dwarves. I mean yeah, but Scully's not here. I'm not, there's no JP characters. You are correct. There's no JP, but there's no Scully either. No, Scully's dead. He can't see the fireworks. No. How about we make Timmy Scully? We can make Timmy Scully. Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. We're making Timmy is the unofficial Scully. Timmy is Mr. Unofficial Scully. All right, hold on. Here we are. Boom. There we go. Timmy is this specific dwarf. That's Timmy. I love Timmy. Timmy's the only dwarf that I like. So Timmy will be Scully. So let's put him near Ernesto so we remember that that's who that is. All right. Anyway, I think people were saying C for fireworks. I think this is general, like how fun they would be at a party or like how they would handle the actual like boom boom type of things. So I think Ace would absolutely love them. I think Ace can handle them very well. I don't think Ace is scared of fireworks. I think maybe that's just the route we go down. Are they scared of the fireworks? Can they hang out with the fireworks? Are we good with fireworks? No hotel mom? Yeah, no Georgina. She's not here either. It's fine. Ace would be an S tier, but why? I feel like he's good. I don't feel like he's S tier. I don't know. Ace is setting off the fireworks. I don't know why YouTube is trying to hold all y'all's messages about where you think people should go. Ace feels like a B. A for Ace. Deuce B, trust. S or A, because they would be a fun time. Yeah, I think Ace would be a fun time. He'd be kind of hyped. Dude, oh yeah. KK for sure is S tier. KK's taking the pictures. KK's doing all sorts of stuff. Oh, KK's also cut off. Hold on. KK's doing all of that sort of stuff. I think that's fine for KK. I think S for KK is fine. But A for Ace is annoying. All right, guys, one character at a time. Guys, please. We can't keep bouncing around like this. All right, Deuce is next. Do you think Deuce would be B tier? Do we think that Deuce would be less than Ace? Do we think Deuce is a little bit too serious? Is he a little, guys, please, one character at a time. We're on Deuce. We're on Deuce. Deuce gets, no, Deuce could not be scared like a dog. None of the loud noises. I don't think so. I feel like Deuce, yeah, it's sweetheart, but you think he's A. I don't think that he's S. I don't think that he's S. But I guess the question is, would he have more fun with it? He lit fireworks during his delinquent era, so now he's mellow B tier. Alright, but I don't think the question is how likely would they be to set off fireworks. It's just how good are they at handling it? How much fun are they having at a firework event? And I think in that case, it would probably be, I think it would be like maybe an A tier. I don't think he's as excited about it though. So maybe B. I'm thinking we keep him in B. I think that's what we do. I think that's probably where he should go. I don't know. He would be less fun than Ace, so A or B. Ace is gonna have way more fun trolling people. He's entirely neutral to fireworks. But I don't think he's like a, I guess B is in the middle of this tier, so yeah. So I guess B. All right. Trey. Where do we put Trey? Trey is definitely not S tier. But I also don't really feel like he's D tier either. I feel like Trey might be a C, but I think he's below Riddle because I think for Riddle there's novelty in fireworks. I think there's like Trey has seen him a bunch and he doesn't really care for him, and he's probably taking care of his like younger siblings while he's at like any sort of event. Riddle I think has a little bit more up on him. Let's make a Trey tier. Nah. We gotta sort him somewhere. I'm seeing quite a few C's, quite a few low C's. Trey's fine for the most part with the big ones scare him. Oh, I could totally see that. The Trey purely on vibes is an A. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, but I feel like he'd be the dad in the situation. I feel like he wouldn't necessarily, he'd be like, oh, that's fun. Riddle has the whimsy and Trey doesn't. Yeah. Riddle definitely has that novelty factor going for him. So I think he's a little bit above in C tier, but I think Deuce would have a way better time than Trey. I think Trey's just kind of like monitoring the entire situation, making sure that nobody sets themselves on fire, you know? So, yeah, only because his younger siblings. Exactly. Alrighty, moving on to Leona now. Where do we think Leona goes? Do we think Leona is a D because he's busy sleeping elsewhere? D tier. D. Oh, I'm seeing so much D tier. A C for sure. Interesting. Bottom of the tier. He does not care. All right, we'll put him in D. We'll put him in D for does not care. The booms are hurting your ears. Oh, I see. My. All right. Perfect. All right. So moving on to Ruggy. Do we think that? I think Ruggy would probably be in B tier with Deuce. But I think it's because Ruggy is like hawking like popsicles and other stuff to like the people that are at the event where the fireworks are happening. Like I think he gets some joy out of it, but I feel like he'd be too busy doing like a side gig to be able to like super enjoy it like Ace or a cater. But I feel like he's just catering the event, you know? He's definitely like selling things. He's selling like those dumb little light sticks and stuff that break. Yeah, selling peanut. He's working the event. But I do think that he enjoys the actual like aesthetic of the fireworks. A good noise to distract people. Exactly, so he could pickpocket easily. You're right. Indeed. So I feel like low B. It's not like an indifference in C, but it isn't like a super excitement. I feel like B is probably good for him. Alrighty. So moving on. Y'all are getting ahead of me. Moving on to Jack. I see people wanting to put Jack into B tier. Do we think that he's above, below, at the top, in the middle? So see. We see. Oh, there's also a lot of people in C. Interesting. He's scared of loud noises. Feels like a high C at best. Jack is hiding under something. Pretend that he hates it, but would love it anyway. A B because his ears got hurt, but poor guy still enjoys it. Yeah, I said C because, oh, he wears like headphones to protect his ears, but then he's still got to be like high C tier. He's either really high C tier or really low B tier. It's one of those two, I think. Pretending not to be scared by the noises, but he is. A slightly better list in general for the next list. Okay. I see. I'll check it out after we're done here. Either he wears headphones or he drags you to the library. Noise canceling headphones, low B. Absolutely high C. Oh my. No. Okay, guys. Guys. Can we please not get ahead of me, pretty please? Can we not discuss the next character until we're absolutely finished with this one and I have announced that we are moving on to the next character? I know we're excited, but could we please? Could we please? Because I still don't know if we're doing like a high C tier or we're doing low B tier. I feel that it's okay. It's okay, but this is like the third character where y'all are getting excited. I just want to be sure of the placement before we move on. I feel like you think high C is better. High C or low B. Don't think Jack and Ruggy would be on the same tier level. Okay, so then Jack has to be C. Because Ruggy has to be B. I don't think Ruggy goes into C tier. I think Ruggy definitely has a little bit more whimsy. That's my brain. Anyway. Alright. Alright, now we can talk about Mr. Azul. Now we can start talking about the fish. Alright, alright. So Fish Guy. Fish Guy is also going to be hawking things. But I feel like he'd be a little bit higher in B tier just because there's a little more novelty on land with the flying jellyfish. But I don't know that he would necessarily be above Deuce. I feel like Deuce definitely has more whimsy than Azul does. But like Ruggy is busy hawking stuff. Azul is busy counting the cash from what Ruggy is hawking. You know, like that seems to be like the vibe I'm getting from this particular event. Yeah, he's promoting Monster Lounge. He's just kind of there. But I think he would still enjoy it because it is a land activity and it has to do with business. So like I feel like he would be more excited about the business aspect more than the firework aspect necessarily. He would sell fireworks. He could. Mid B, he's whimsy. He just refuses to admit it. Azul and Ruggy working together. Exactly. BRC because he can think of a way to make his own firework. He probably would. This is also true. Would enjoy the show, but mostly be to be selling. Yeah. Exactly. All right, so I feel like we're pretty all kind of like in the same spot with Azul. I feel like we're probably good with his placement. What about Jade? What do we think about Jade? I know where I want to put Floyd, but I don't know where I want to put Jade. I feel like Floyd is pretty easy, but do we think Jade is a B? A D? Ooh, those are very different answers. An A? Oh, we are all over the place. A high B, a B or a C, an A or a B. Oh no, oh no, I can't reveal the messages fast enough. Jade is a low B for you? I feel like he's a C. Oh dear. Oh god. Are we gonna have to spin a wheel for Jade? Do we not know where he goes? He's whimsical. Azul kind of dragged Jade with him. A B or A. Okay, so we've moved into the B or A tiers. Got it. He's a low A. Yeah, Jade is very controversial. Who could have guessed that the eel that never says anything that he truly ever means would be controversial in the slightest? All right, so I saw low A or like B tier. I think if he's in B tier, he might be a little bit more excited than Azul, but I don't think he beats out the whimsy of a Deuce if he's in B tier, but if he's in A tier, then he would. So I don't know. He's having a good time, but he initially didn't care. I see. Maybe it's time, may change the size of the fireworks, like the little ones. Could be. Some species of heel have excellent adaptive hearing. Oh, that's fun. After Deuce and B fits, that's kind of what I'm leaning more towards. I do think that he'd have a fun time. Yeah, exactly. He'd just like seeing the people get jumpy at the loud noises. Precisely. He'd have fun in a very similar way to Azul, but it would not have to do with the fireworks. It would have to do with other stuff around the fireworks, not the fireworks themselves. Jay would enjoy the fireworks if Azul and Floyd are having a good time, but if not, then he probably wouldn't. I see. Yeah, if people start panicking, it'd be interesting. Depends on how many times. True. Who gets jumpy at fireworks? A lot of people get jumpy at fireworks. Fireworks are super loud. Like, it doesn't matter that you're enjoying them. It's just like the loud noise is still gonna make you jump. Specifically drags Jack and Leona to see them suffer. Yeah, that is a very Jade thing, isn't it? That is... Alrighty. Well, anyway. KFC has popcorn chicken back. Oh, that's exciting. I've never gotten their popcorn chicken before, so maybe now is my time to try. Although I have so many nuggets in my fridge right now. We got catering because we had like an event at work, and I have so many chicken nuggets because there was like 2 trays of them left over, and I was like, "Can I just take one?" So I probably will not need. Probably won't be needing it. Catering, exactly. All right. Anyway. Enough about the chicken nuggets. We have a Floyd. Floyd is an easy S tier. There's no way. Floyd made fireworks because he was bored and he wanted to delight other people. I think Floyd is rather hit or miss, but I do think that if he's not bored, he is having the best time. If he, but I think Cater gets it up on him just because Floyd has the potential to not be in that mood. So I don't think Floyd is the top of S tier, but I do think that he would be in S tier. Purely because he's like, oh, I can make them. People are interested. Like if this was like a homegrown event, that I think that he would be up there. I think he would be up there for sure. Oh no, Floyd not understanding what fire, or at least pretending not to understand what fireworks means, and then just becoming an arsonist. That's no good. But that's certainly a way to make things interesting, now, isn't it? Floyd is the kid who couldn't be left alone with Roman candles. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Riddle goes to D because he knows Floyd will be there. Maybe. I don't know. But I think S tier is a very easy place for him. Same thing with Kaleem. I think Kaleem's also up here. And I'm gonna give everybody else an S tier a little bit above Floyd just because of his not quite knowing. Kaleem is delighted by everything. Kaleem is just living life, man. I can see him getting jumpy for sure, but like bro is just bro 110%. Now the real question is, how do we think Jamil feels? How's Jamil? How's he doing? What do we feel about Jamil? Because I don't really know where to place him. Because I think he liked the fireworks during the Firelit Skies event, but I don't know if that's for, and he also kind of was still stressed out, so like I don't know. A D, he hates joy. A, low B. An A. All right. I'm seeing, an A, a B, or a C, a C. I'm seeing a lot of A's. Do we really think he's up that way? He would panic C. C, not a fan, doesn't mind them. He has said before that he really likes fireworks, and he would be an A. If he said that before, then yeah, he'd be up here. He would not be a C. I could see him being like in the top of B tier, but I don't think that he's a C tier. I do think that he genuinely enjoys fireworks a little bit more than we're getting. He's always in a state of panic though. True. That's why he can't go into S tier. That's why he's got to be somewhere else. Yeah, the Firelit Skies event was all about the fireworks show. Indeed. Feel like he'd be a low A tier as a trauma response. All right, we can put him in A, but we'll keep him below A's. Yeah, I think that's fair enough, especially if he said that he likes fireworks and his event did involve them, but his event also involved him having to cater everything for that event. So like, I don't know. Alrighty. Moving into Pomfiore, where do we think Mr. Ville would be? Where do we think Ville would be? Jamil would be S if bugs were burned. Facts. Ville would be there for the beautiful photos, so maybe a B or an A, a B, an A, a B, a low S, a B, a mid B. Oh, there's a lot of Bs. We think he's in B tier. Do we think he's below Deuce? Do you think he's below Deuce because of all the powder and ash that falls from the fireworks going off, or he can get photos? I mean, I think he'd be fine enough with being at one of those events just because he has such a good skincare routine that he probably would be fine. If the presentation is bad, he'll give it a bad review. True. But generically, like a low S or A, because you see him enjoying it, but a low B. I think, well, he's definitely higher than Ruggy, that's for sure. I just don't know if he's higher than Deuce. But I think B tier probably makes sense for him. I don't know how delighted he would be. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, the ash is very dependent upon where he's standing as well. A mid B, a B, lower than Deuce. Okay, so we're gonna keep him where he's currently at. Lower than Deuce, but higher than Jade. Brooke should get his own tier. We can make a tier. Somehow. Let's make, okay, hold on. How do I add, there we go. And then this one. And then we'll make it pink. All right, if we're gonna add a tier, then Kaleem has to go into double S and so does Rook. the two of them have to be up there then, because there's no other way. There's no other way. Not handling, this is more of like a viewing and enjoying question. It was not specifically said, so that's just the interpretation that we're going with for this one. Loves everything, exactly. The enthusiastic duo, exactly. Oh my, he'd be rambling about how the beauty of the fireworks. True. Indeed. Yeah, he would just be having a good time. I feel like we're all on the same page. For sure. Alrighty. Let's see. Alright, so Apple is up next. So, let's see. Apple's an A? Y'all think Apple's an A? Oh, A? Normally, Apple is an A with Rook and Bill. He's a C. Fair. A. Okay. I. Y'all want him in A. I'm assuming maybe he's above Ace. I feel like he's above Ace. B, it would scare the farm animals. True. But he also has, whatchamacallit? His family specifically goes for apples and like produce, so I don't think that would be as much of a consideration for him. But A alone, S but Jack, C with Bill. I see. He's just barely above Ace because of Arson. Alright, cool. I see. Alrighty. Now then, B or C, you really think so? Legal in South America that they can get mad annoying when it's past 4th of July. Yeah, but we're not talking about 4th of July specifically. Alright, since everyone wants to talk about Edia, I guess we're just moving on to him. So Edia, everyone thinks he's in D tier. I agree. I think he's below Leona. I don't think he's in any higher tier because he would have to physically go outside to watch fireworks. I think if he's watching them through a monitor, sure, but that's not what we're talking about. So Edia's gonna go down there. Alright, Ortho. Ortho, I think, is in double S. I think Ortho just goes up there. I think that is where he lives. I think he's delighted by the spectacle. I think he knows how they're made, but I do think that he's having a very good time. And maybe he's recording it for his little brother. Or not his little brother, his older brother. He is the little brother, recording it for the older brother. Ortho flew with the fireworks. Ortho got dragged EDA. True. There wouldn't even be there should be a wouldn't even be there tier. Yeah, well, that's kind of what D tiers become. If there's a place where no one else is, ED would be C. Yeah, Ortho is the fireworks. I suppose so. Malleus is S because he's okay, guys. Once again, I know we're excited, but can we not move on until I say the name of the character, please? Just so we have some semblance of order. Alright, Malleus has PTSD with 1 birthday, so D. No. Malleus, okay. Malleus's birthday thing, I don't even think it was his birthday. Are you thinking about the Halloween thing? Because that was him lighting lanterns, not fireworks. So that was a very different thing. So I think he would be delighted by them. I think he would find that they're novel. I think his flashback backstory. Was there fireworks in his flashback backstory? Were there actual fireworks in there? Oh, he doesn't know what they are, so he might think it's an attack. I I think that he'd be rather excited. Also, I'm 90% sure that he joins in the fireworks and glorious masquerade without batting an eye and is like, absolutely. If people want a show, let me give them a show. I don't think that he would be scared of fireworks. I sincerely doubt that. I sincerely doubt that he's that afraid of fireworks from one singular birthday event that happened in his backstory. The town set off fireworks for him and all he could do was watch them. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not that he doesn't enjoy them. It's just he wasn't able to be there when it happened, right? So that's very different. So now that he's going to be able to be a part of it, he would be delighted by it, I'm sure. Yeah, he would set the entire sky on fire, thinking it was appropriate to add to the performance. I don't know. Maybe. Who's to say? Yeah, but I think he'd be happy. I don't know that he'd be in double S tier. But I do think that he'd be happy. He probably is above Cater though. There we go. I think he'd be up there. All right. Now we can move on to Lilia. I think Lilia would also be excited, but I don't know how much. I think Lilia would be more excited for Malleus and other people to be seeing fireworks. I feel like Lilia has seen so many fireworks in his lifetime that he's probably like, oh yes, yet another. How exciting. What a good time. I think he'd be an A tier. Maybe he'd be at the very end of A tier versus the beginning of A tier. He's seen it all, so should be in B. Actually, he's old, so B. I think he probably still likes them. Because of the war flashbacks, was still very enthused. Yeah, but like, I guess we don't really know exactly how much the Silver Owls had the type of technology that would cause the noises for that to be brought up. But they did have those like tech drill thingies. I don't know. Let me do a poll. A or B? Where do we think? Because it seems like we're very torn between these two tiers. They had tanks. Yeah, well, yes, they had tanks. But were they throwing off all sorts of other bombs? Did they have guns? No, they fought with swords. So like, I don't know. He could still be an A, but he'd have nightmares at night from them. Don't we see them with like tank? Like, yeah, that's what I was saying. They had some sort of technology, but I don't know how many of those they had or like how frequent that was or how they necessarily function. Because I think they were more drills than tanks. I think they had like hammers and shields, but were like automatons. So like, I don't know. I don't remember. Fireworks and tanks work the same. Listen. I put up the poll. I'm leaving it to you to decide where he goes. And 82% of you seem to want him to be an A. So we'll do that. He's gonna stay in A tier. He's gonna stay exactly where it is. Exactly where it was. Alrighty. Silver. Do we think that Silver is just gonna be like asleep the whole time and not see the fireworks? Is he put in D tier just because he fell asleep? Or do we put him somewhere else? B, he would like them, but it scares the animals. He's an A tier. C, somehow managed to fall asleep. C, because he keeps getting to waking up. B tier, A tier. Oh, we are very undecided here as well. The fireworks won't wake him up. I know they won't. That's why I don't know where to put him. Maybe he's a low B tier? Maybe he's a low B tier? Because I think Silver would genuinely like them. I don't know. Well, see, Leona's sleeping because he doesn't care. I think Silver does care, but he just can't help but fall asleep. So I don't think that they deserve to be in the same tier. C or B, because he thinks it's maybe an attack. Princess Aurora, he's going to sleep. He missed them, so... Well, he may not have missed all of them. Low B, probably a B. Maybe. I feel like we've gotten closer to a consensus on B. know, and I don't have too many other people arguing at the moment, so we're gonna leave him in B tier. All right, Becky boy. Where do we think Becky boy is gonna be? Do we think Becky boy would actually have a fun time? Do we think Becky boy is having a good old grand old time? Sebek's acting like he doesn't like it, but he's the loudest cheerleader, so A. That's true. That's true. He's got to be able to deal with loud noises, so like that's not a thing. B with no Malleus, but with A with Malleus. Sebek is a B or C is C. Wow, you guys really don't think that he would enjoy the fireworks that much? Y'all really think he'd be in C tier? Well, he's definitely below Jack if he's in C tier, but really? C or D? Because the sounds make him anxious? Oh, that's affronting Malleus? I see. He doesn't like anything louder than him. Interesting. A B or an A. Oh. He keeps saying Malleus has more impressive flames. I see. C, because the fireworks are overshadowing. Oh, I see. So it's because the fireworks display is like overshadowing Malleus, or he knows that Malleus could do it better. That's why he's not enjoying it. I see. What? Anyway. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Yeah, we can keep C. We can keep C tier. All right. So we'll do Grim before anyone else. Grim is 100% S tier. I don't think is Grim double. Grim is only double S if there's food, but otherwise I think he's an S tier. He said B or A because the back would be so loud we couldn't hear the fireworks. I see. Grim is an S. Yeah, he's too busy eating. D because cat. I don't know. I'm pretty sure in Glorious Masquerade he is the one that starts the fireworks. So I think that he would probably be an S tier. Yeah, he's only a double S if the fireworks come with food. But otherwise I think he's S tier. But he's below Malleus, you think? So he's below Malleus but above Cater? Really? Is that where you think he should go? I can imagine his wide-eyed stars. Exactly. Yeah, he would try to light up his own fireworks. Indeed. He eats the fireworks. No, he can't eat those. Those explode. No, Grim. My. He would stress about your sweet boys in Triple S. I see. Okay. Too bad Scully isn't there. He would enjoy the fire. Well, technically, we have a Scully stand-in, so we could talk about that. But do you guys want to talk about the staff at all, or do you just want to do like Rolo, Ernesto, Gino, and stand-in Scully? Do we want to do staff? No, and then staff, and then Rolo. Y'all are giving me mixed signals, man. Y'all are giving me a lot of mixed signals. Let's just do, we'll do Rolo, we'll do Ernesto, and then we will do, we'll do Timmy / well, we could also do Gino. We could do these 4. Alright, so Rolo hates it. Rolo hates everything that is fun and joyous in this world. Ernesto, I don't think Ernesto cares. I don't think he cares. Actually, he should be probably down here. I don't know that he cares, but I think inside he gets a little excited about it. Only do Gino. Well, Gino I think would also be an S tier. I think Gino still has enough childlike joy within him to enjoy the fireworks. I feel like Gino would be up there. Don't foxes get startled like dogs? Maybe. Probably. But I think Ernesto's also in that tier with Ruggy where he can like pickpocket people and like do other stuff. So the fireworks are like a nice cover for that. Maybe. Possibly. Scully is C, too loud for him, but he likes the colors. I thought we were still talking about Ernesto. I didn't realize we had moved on to Scully. Is trying to stay strong for Gino. True. I think Gino really likes the colors. I don't know. I just feel like Gino would enjoy it. The booms scare me, but the money is good. Exactly, exactly, exactly. I honestly think that Scully would probably be up at S tier too. That's the vibe I get from him. I feel like he'd just be delighted by the spectacle, you know? Especially if it was happening on Halloween. If it was happening on Halloween and it was to celebrate Halloween, hoo boy, hoo boy. Scully would be an all high A or any of the events with this character. Scully is right below Ortho. I don't know that he's that high. I don't know that Scully makes it to double S. I feel like Scully would probably be S. Yeah, if they're Halloween fireworks, then he's double S. True. It depends on the type. Halloween is S. Everything else is probably like a B or C. I don't know. I feel like he's delighted. That's the vibe I get. I'm not seeing too many other people whatchamacallit, arguing for lower tiers. There's a few of you. You are not alone, but I don't see too many people. S with Sebek, B otherwise. Okay, sure. Alrighty, well here's our final little tier list for how they would handle a fireworks show. I think this actually went pretty well and pretty quickly, all things considered. But yeah, this is for fireworks, Edia going outside and having to deal with people and loud things all at the same time. Not a good time. Not a good time. We're not gonna do staff. We're gonna move on from staff. People said staff were gonna take too long, so we're not gonna do staff. We have quite a few other little ideas that we can tier list as well. So check code B&D. Y'all can talk about everybody else you want to talk about. No, this is literally the first suggestion. This was literally the first thing on the wheel was this one. But it took us like 40-ish minutes to almost like an hour, kind of, sort of, maybe. Well, probably more like 30 minutes, like a half hour to get through fireworks. So we may end up having more discussions later or less discussions. Maybe we'll all be on the same page about something. I don't know. Alrighty. Let us see. I made editing your fic chapter harder. Sorry. Listen. We're all here to have some fun. That's all we are here for. Also, somebody said that they had put a better one in the Discord somewhere, I think. Let's see. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, this one does have a Scully. This one does have a Scully and doesn't have any spoiler characters. Okay, we can use this one then. Well, we'll use this one from here on out, unless it is a specific one. Also, I don't know why I was using that one and not the other. We swapped tier lists somehow. Oh, that's right, because we wanted. Yeah. Yep. Never mind. Oh, let me clean up my tabs. Hold on. Let me clean up the tabs. Let me do that. All right. Perfect. Okay. So now we get to see what our next thingies are for. Alrighty. Let us see what we have on the wheel. Okie dokie. There we are. What's our next one? What's our next adventure? Let's find out. Oh, who gives the best birthday wishes? Ooh, my. Now, I will readily admit, I have not seen everybody's birthday wishes in-game. Everybody has a birthday wish. Yeah, you can call me Sylve if you want. Yeah, y'all can shorten the name if you would like to. It just... I think we have a couple other people in chat that also have a very similar name, so it might get a little confusing. But if you would like to, you can. Oops, I forgot to remove that one. Where is it? Where are we? Birthdays. Where's the birthday one? There it is. Okay. But for the birthday wishes, for that birthday, there's one on YouTube of the birthday, like a whatchamacallit, like the compilation. Yeah, that's fine. I have not seen it. Do you have to be a specific age? No, but you cannot access the voice channels unless you are an adult. The voice channels are locked behind being an adult. If you are not an adult, which I would assume you are not, given that you are asking about age requirements, that's the only thing you will not be able to access. Yeah. See, you're also a Sylph. So, Noct, I guess. I suppose. Perhaps. Leona's birthday is tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? I thought it was later in the week. It can't be tomorrow. Yes, I was like, it can't be tomorrow. No. It's the 27th, right? Whew. Give me a little bit of a panic attack over here. It's the 25th. I'm pretty sure it's the 27th. I don't know. Leona King Scholar. Let's see what the wiki says. The wiki says it's the 27th. He's a Leo. It's the 27th. Leona King Scholar, according to the English Twisted Wonderland wiki, is born on the 27th, not the 24th or the 25th or the anything else. You feel lied to by the game? I'm pretty sure the game has his birthday as the 27th. I'm pretty sure that's where, like, you probably just misremembered it, and it's okay. These things do happen. Yeah. I also got scared. I was like, But, so we can go off of, like, generic, do we think they would give a good birthday wish? Thank you. We will not be reviewing the video on stream. We're just gonna go steamrolling it into we are just going straight into the tier listing. But thank you. So for anyone that wants to see them, the video is on Discord. So a JP banner might be coming out on the 25th. Like, tomorrow in JP... Okay, we don't talk about JP content on this channel. I don't play JP, so let's not talk about JP. Unless you are saying a JP character might be coming to EN tomorrow, which would be wild. Because we have no notice of that happening, and we're still in the 4.5 anniversary. We do not talk about JP content. Pretty please, and thank you. But, the Scully picture. Oh no! You can't. No! It's fine. It's fan art, guys. It's fan art, guys. Trust me. It's fan art, guys. Please, guys. It's just fan. No, it's fine. It's fan art. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Honestly, at this point, I feel like I shouldn't have to put up the warning message because it should tell you before you chat that is one of the rules, no? And I'm pretty sure in the description of the video, there are the rules that say no JP content. Like, it's oh no. It's totally fine. It's clearly fan art, guys. It's clearly fan art. It's so clearly fan art. It's so. It's also tiny, so like. Anyway. So would we like to change tier lists again? Would we like to go back to the one we were using before? Don't worry about it. Don't worry. We're fine. Everything's fine. Nothing is on fire. We're all good. We're all good. Scully can't be Timmy. I think it's probably fine. It's the fan art of Scully, but like you know, sometimes people don't want. I don't know who the fan artist is, so I can't credit the fan art. So like you know, I feel bad. All right. Well, if all 71 of us are okay with it because no one is saying anything about not being okay with it, then we're just gonna roll with the fan art. We're gonna roll with the fan art. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We have Scully fan art in this tier list. That's totally fan art. It's totally fan art. Guys, we gotta be chill. We gotta be chill about it. It's 100% fan art. No one can say otherwise. It's fine. Alright, anyway, who gives the best birthday wishes? Who do we think has it? Let's start with Riddle, because that's who we always start with. It's fine! We're fine! No, all the U's are out. All the U's are fine. All the U's are fine because the Scarabian manga is out in EN. It is translated in English. We're good. We're good. Riddle is A. We think Riddle. Are we not? Listen. We're talking about Riddle right now. We're talking about Riddle right now. Ahem. Okay. All right. So people are saying I'm seeing a lot of A's. We think Riddle is an A tier birthday wisher. Him given the birthday wishes, like the birthday wishes you say before blowing out the candles. No. Like the wishing you a happy birthday. I think is how, because the person that requested this, their birthday was very recent. So I think they were talking about how they wish you a happy birthday, not how they wish for candles on their birthday, like that sort of thing. Riddle makes good unbirthdays. He should make a good birthday. You know what? That stands to reason. That's true. Prim and proper with no hint of malice. True. Interesting. All right, so I feel like we're all pretty much an A tier. It's probably fine. Try his hardest to bake a cake. True. Yeah, he would indeed be like that. Yes. On birthdays and birthdays are totally different. They are, but at the same time, if he's good at throwing one, he's probably going to be okay doing the other. All right. What about Ace though? Do we think Ace would be good? I feel like Ace is a B tier. I feel like Ace tries to be good. He starts off great, but then he fumbles. You know, like he has to get a dig in. Like he has to. And so it just knocks him down a tier. Otherwise, he'd be fine. Ace is B because he low-key doesn't know what to get as a gift and doesn't have the money to get a good gift. True. He would put his foot in his mouth? Absolutely. You're going by the happy birthday prefix lines? Yeah. That's totally fine. I just have not watched everybody's happy birthday prefix. So there is a video in the Discord if people are curious, but we're not going through that specifically for this right now. But yes, you could totally do it that way as well. Happy birthday, you're turning ew, you're so old. See, that feels like an Ace thing. I don't think he gets put into A tier. I feel like with Ace, if it's someone he doesn't know, he's going to be genuine and try to be nice about it. But if it is someone that he knows, then he's going to like fumble it. But because he knows them and they know him, like it's fine. So like it's not terrible. It's not like the end of the world kind of fumble. But like I don't think he'd be any worse than a B. Now see, Deuce I think goes also into A. Deuce I think is also one of those prim and proper, because even if he fumbles, you know he's being so genuine about it that I just can't help but think that it would still be impactful and be nice. He's too charming to fumble below B. For Ace or for Deuce? Yeah, Deuce would fumble, but in a cute way, so he gets put above Ace for this. I think that is exactly how that goes. Even if he messes up, you just want to baby him. Exactly. Oh, I'm so glad that we are all on the same page about this. All right, well that was nice and easy. How do we feel about KK? I think KK has the potential to be great, but I don't know if KK is S tier. I really don't know. You think Cater would be a B? Oh, we have a B and then an S? He would take a selfie with you and then have like silly oopsie. Have silly hashtags and stuff? You think A, C, S? Oh gosh, we are all over the place. A, B, or A? S, please. He'd be so fun. A, depends. He can be a nice, also passive-aggressive. KK would make it camelable, I suppose. Could take us to a cool cafe. True. High A. High A. Ooh. Oh, I think we're either S or high A. That seems to be what the people have consented, not consented. Consensus. I think that seems to be the consensus of the people. High A or S? High A is fair. You say high A, you say S. A, because I don't like having your picture taken. Fair. Be good for someone who's more extroverted, but not for someone who's introverted. True. Okay, then I think high A is the place. I don't think we quite have an S tier. I think Trey is SC. Let's talk about Trey. Because Trey's not very good with his words. He's not very, like, imaginative in that way, because we see that during the Phantom Bride event. Cake, y'all think he should be C? C, why? Why is he C? Because the Phantom Bride event. I think Trey is S, and you don't think that's up for debate. Oh, how could I possibly go against you? I don't know. I feel like he, well, yeah, he would have a really good gift, but I think he'd be a little awkward with his words. Trey is A, please the cake. Oh, y'all are getting swayed by his cake? Y'all are getting swayed by the baked goods? That's just one event. Sure. Trey would bake, and that's the best part. So is that really what we're... Are we putting Trey in S? Are we selling out to Trey because he can bake really good? Is that what we're doing? Is that where we're landing? Because that's fine. I just think it's funny. Yeah, I think we're all really hungry. I think that's what's happening. Yeah, we can put him in S tier for. How about wait, hold on. Could we put him in cake tier? Could we add a row and then have it be like provides food? So goated. Is that should we do it that way? I think we should do it that way. I think that's good. He's gonna call your eyes grapes. True. True. Leona. I think Leona's probably B tier. I think Leona can be suave with it. But yeah, it really depends on if he likes you. Exactly. He gave Villa used pen, but Apple he bought all sorts of spell drive stuff. I see. And Jackie gave him just a bunch, like a big piece of meat. Yeah, I feel like Leona's very hit or miss. I don't know. Kind-hearted personality because you know it's in the heart. Trey or Leona? Wait, what? Leona's not doing anything. Yeah, a backhanded compliment sometimes. B. I think it's B or C. Leona feminist for the win. You're gonna be safe, so he would at least be respectful. Yeah, I think that Leona's probably fine. Like, if he's chill with you, he's probably fine. If he doesn't like you, he's not gonna get you a good gift. But even if he does like you, he's not gonna let you know that he likes you, like, overtly, you know? You're getting HBD text, that's it. A for women, C for men. I don't think it's that crazy. Like, I don't think it's that gendered. I think Leona would be slightly more for the ladies, but I also feel like he only cares if you can kind of prove yourself, right? So like he respects ladies, But like, if you're being real mean to him, he's still not gonna just get you a good gift because you're a lady, right? And so I think the same kind of applies for yeah, exactly. You don't get special treatment just because you're a lady, but you get a decent level of respect from Leona. But I don't think that he just like hates men. I don't think that that's true. I think we're safe in B tier. Because that's a nice middle of the road. He could be better, he could be worse. But I think B's probably good for him. Yeah, he's not gonna go out of his way just because you're a lady, but he's not going to like disrespect you. And he's not going to go out of his way to do something like that because you're a lady, right? Like, yeah. I think we're leaving him in B based off that discussion. I think that that's probably... You can't think of many people worse than Leona, really? Interesting. All right, well, let's see. Jack I think is very earnest. Jack, I think, should go into A tier. I just don't know where in A tier he should go. But Jack S, he fumbles so hard, but you see his tail wag. Oh, wait, no, that's true. Jack would get you a cactus. Jack would do it sincerely, but pretend he's not soft. I see. Jack is a good boy. Jack is a gentleman. Jack is an A. I see. Jack is a B, a tier below Riddle. He's like Deuce. I'd say A or S. He's a good boy. It seems like A seems to be the one that's coming up the most. So do we assume he's above Riddle? Is he above Cater then? So I think he'd have to be above Cater because I feel like people are enjoying Jack a little bit more than they were Cater because there was some discussion about whether or not Cater takes a picture with you and if you were comfortable with that. I don't think you have that problem with Jack, and I do think that Jack would be like more aware of like your boundary type stuff. Not above Cater? Ooh, why? Personally, he would be above Cater. He feels more honest. What is the rationale for putting him below Cater? I would like to know from the below Cater people. Please tell me your rationale. Tell me your rationale. Convince me he goes below Cater. Convince me. Cater would have more energy. I see. Interesting. I mean, that's also true. He'd ask for money. Cater or Jack? Wait, what? He is too sweet. He is top of A. Jack also feels like introverts above Cater for the earnestness. All right. Well, I am not seeing a lot of defending Cater. I don't see a lot of him being in the top spot. So I think we leave Jack where he is. I think we do that. All right. For Ruggy. Where do we think Ruggy goes? I honestly don't know. I have no idea where to put him. Y'all gotta tell me. B tier? B? Ruggy is C? B? Cheap gift but thoughtful? B, C, A, B, C, B, B? Between Ace and Leona? C for cash? C, B? He ain't lower than you. But I put him here because it's the default position when you put him in the tier list, so we can move him around. Bro would not get you a gift, but I think what Ruggy got, I don't know, man. Yeah, he's still gonna get you something if he likes you. Yeah, I don't think being poor should put you low on the tier list. Because if that was the case, then some people are just gonna get sorted by how much like things they can give you, and that's not the nice way to do that. I think even if he didn't get you like an extravagant thing, he would still be good. And B. All right. So if we're all saying B, do we? I think he's above Ace and B tier. He may not get you a good gift, but he sure as heck isn't gonna fumble the words. Yeah, he get you a cool rock. Exactly. He's gonna get you a cool rock, and the rock's gonna be cool. A crafty gift, true, like handmade stuff. Exactly. He would want something for getting you a gift. I mean, true. But at least he'd be nice about it. Like in that case, Mal, exactly. Yeah, ranking them by money is very not objective whatsoever. And I don't feel like that's fair. Because just getting a really expensive gift does not make a very good birthday message. Like, they're not mutually exclusive, but they are not dependent upon one another. Oh, yeah, he could give you a flower crown. There's so many cute little things y'all are saying. Yeah, okay. Alright. We're good with him being where he is. We're good with him being up in the top of B tier. Woo. I think that's a good spot for him. I think that's a good spot. Alrighty, Mr. Azul Ashengrado, Mr. Cash Money, Mr. Capitalism Incarnate. What do we think about Azul? Azul would be D because then you'd have to get him something in return, and you're not going to deal with that. S tier because you can get you discounts at the lounge. All right, excluding potential gifts. C. Oh, a lot of people are saying C tier. I see. He would make you indebted, but so even though he's making you indebted, y'all aren't gonna put him in D or for debt. You're gonna put him in C tier. That's fine with me. If he likes you, then C. You have to, yeah. He would absolutely. So I was gonna get to him putting you in debt because Azul hates presents. Azul doesn't like getting presents because he feels like he's then indebted to return the favor. And so the reverse is true. Anytime he gives somebody a present, he's like, haha, I've indebted you to me. Like when he gave the chipmunks their wheel, which was partially revenge and then partially also to make them indebted to him for God only knows why. Yeah. He would get you a dinner at his own restaurant and call it a gift, but that's still a gift. He still has to put it out of his pocket, you know? Something in return in the future. But yeah, I'm just so surprised that everyone was saying C and not D, because based on what y'all said, he's staying at C tier. I thought y'all were gonna just start crying to give him his own little tier. Alright, well, we'll leave him there. What about Floyd? How do we... Well, a couple people said D, but like the majority of people were saying C. Where do we think Floyd goes? 50-50, 50-50, don't mind B, C, or B. Floyd is S if he's in the mood. Depends on his mood. Floyd actually would be like a D tier. Jade we're not talking about Jade right now. We're talking about Floyd. We gotta focus on Floyd. Maybe B, Azul, it's D, C, or B. Yell happy birthday, Shrimpy, D. You're getting squeezed enough. C, B, low B, A, ah. Yeah, yet again, we are all over the. So do we just put him in B tier because we don't know where else to put him? Just keep him in the middle. Just keep him in the middle so that way he has the option to go up and down. C or B because Floyd changes gift based on mood. High B, middle B, like middle, so like between Leona, like over here somewhere. You know what? I do think he would be better than Ace. Even if he wasn't in the mood, I do feel like he'd be a little bit better than Ace. He might squeeze you, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. Screw it, Floyd tier, no. We gotta rank him too. We gotta rank him as well. Give Ace some respect. Listen. I think Floyd could do well. I do think that Floyd could do well. I do think that he could do better than Ace. Especially if Floyd is in the mood, then he's absolutely doing better than Ace. If Floyd's not in the mood, then he's I don't know. I don't know, man. Food tier. Okay, all right, I'll hear you out. What do you mean by food tier? You want to put Floyd up and provides food, so goated. So why? Is Floyd standard gifts food? Is that why you would go up there? Gives the hugs for birthdays. True. Floyd is a B because he either does a good job or completely forgets your birthday. Jade is more food, not Floyd. Floyd who wants a hug. Rather get a birthday wish from Ace than Floyd. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. You can have your own personal preferences. I feel like objectively Floyd might be a little bit more consistent than Ace. Because I feel like Ace just has too much awkward teenager energy, whereas Floyd just doesn't care. So he, like, the confidence aspect would help him feel more genuine in more times, is where I was going with that. Because if y'all will also notice that Floyd is currently above Leona. It is not just me dragging on Ace, he is also above Leona. The both of them technically get dragged with his placement. I don't know why y'all are harping on me for Ace specifically. But the picture is, yeah, this is Floyd. This is Floyd. This is Floyd. This right here is Floyd. You can tell because the little piece is the descender of the F. This is Jade. His little piece makes a J for Jade. He's also wearing his hat. His collar is also tightened. Floyd's collar is not tightened. This is Floyd. This is Floyd. Alright. So really at this point, we're just figuring out where he goes. My vote was to put him above Ace, but below Ruggy. Some people are saying to put him below Ace. Some people are saying to put him at the bottom of the tier. I think he could be above Leona. I do not think he's below Leona. I do not think he's below Leona. I personally think he's above Ace, but if we as a community believe that he is below Ace, that's fine. we just need a consensus. If he goes above Ace or above Leona. Yeah, the fringe makes the letter, indeed. So like if you added a couple lines to Floyd's, it makes an F. If you add a line to Jade's, it makes a J. All right, so I'm seeing a couple above Ace. Him and Ace are the same. Above, yes. Below, above. Why is he above Ace? I explained my rationale just like a minute or two ago. I think that he has a little bit more confidence, which makes him come across more genuine than Ace, because for the majority of the story, Ace has a lot of that like second guessing himself. And then if you're friends with Ace, he's gonna rag on you. But you know, that's dependent upon the time. Well, I saw a lot of above Ace, so we're gonna put him above Ace for now. And we're going to move on to talk about Jade. Where do we feel about Jade? Where do we feel Jade would be? Where's Jade? Where's Jade? S, a B or a C, an A? Jade would be A. Would he try to swindle you? Maybe. Well, you know what you're getting swindled with until it's too late. To have fun of the moment, which puts him in A or B, because Jade is a C, because while it could be nice, there's a non-zero chance the gift would be mushrooms and a poison mushroom at that. Jade would be with his twin in B or below Deuce in A. S, but it's scary. We're back to being completely divided, aren't we? What if we put him in I think by logic of twins, we would have to put him in A tier because he will be more consistent than Floyd and he will be more polite than Floyd. But his gift may not be nearly as genuine as Floyd's gift, which I guess is where the gray area comes in with Jay, but I do think that he would have to technically be above Floyd just because of his consistency. So the real question is, does he go into A or S then? I really don't feel comfortable putting Jade in S. Because I feel like we're getting perhaps a little hung up on the quality of the gift versus the whole kit and caboodle. I feel like he would gift you mushrooms. He would gift you something. Yeah, I feel like A is fine. Bottom of A? Do we think he's bottom of A? Not above Jack or Deuce? Well then he'd have to be at bottom. Then he'd have to be at bottom of A. But I do not believe he's below Floyd. He either has to be with Floyd or he gets put above Floyd. It's one or the other. Bottom of A, bottom of A. Like he's either here or he's below Ruggy. Like there's there's no other options. He gives you mushrooms to cook with Floyd, but bottom. See, but I don't agree that Jade should be below Floyd. I really feel like he should be like a leg above Floyd. Bottom of A, bottom of A. All right, I'm seeing a lot of bottom of A, so I think we'll keep him where he's at then. Because again, I feel like it's either here or it's here, but if we seem to be in this consensus here, so we'll keep him here. We'll keep him here. right, Kaleem. I'm just putting him in food tier. My personal bias is gonna put him above Trey. He's having an entire party, man. He's doing everything. Well, okay, Jamil is doing everything, but Kaleem is taking credit for it. So like, technically, it should be this. I think that this is probably actually correct. Because Kaleem's gonna have a great attitude about it, but if we're being completely honest, Jamil is the one that's providing the food. Kaleem is footing the bill, but Jamil is making the food. So I think Jamil needs to go up in that tier. I think that is the biblically accurate position for those two. Yeah, he could do a lot of other stuff, and he just has the most joyous, infectious energy. So I think S tier is definitely where he should go. But I do think Jamil just right there. Yeah, Jamil's the one doing all the hard work. So he's the one doing all that stuff. So would Jamil even want to cook for a gift? I don't think Jamil would cook for a gift for you specifically. If it was just Jamil, no. But Jamil's gonna get roped in with Kaleem, so I think that he deserves more credit than being put in like, well, he wouldn't want to care, and he'll just like, you know, do. I think he deserves more credit than that. Even though objectively, like you were saying, Jamil would probably be doing his own thing and not cooking because, good lord, boy has too much going on with that. I think he would. I think he just gets put in that tier because what we know to be true for him and Kaleem. Yeah, and I mean his gift might be even better than the full party that Kaleem puts on for you. You know, perhaps by himself is A. By himself, you think he's down? Yeah, I would agree. That's Kaleem gets credit, and that's why Kaleem's in S tier. I'm just putting Jamil in the food tier because we know that Jamil's gonna cook the food for the party. By himself is D because he doesn't care. Can we put Kaleem on high A? Why are we? I feel like S tier for Kaleem is fine. I feel like he goes there. I feel like that's been the general consensus. I am curious as to why. There's too much energy though, but that's the whole point, I feel like, for putting him in that tier. Is because he has so much energy. I don't know. We can mull it over. If we feel super strongly, we can put him in somewhere else, but I think for now we move on to Vil. Where do we think Vil goes? Where do we think he goes? Oh, you want to put him in C? I see. Let's put Jack at S2. Vil is an S. Vil is an S. Vil is an A. A. D feels like he's talking down to you. A. Very high A. S or A. Beauty advice. A. A low A, high A, high A. All right, so we're gonna put him in A. I've been saying a lot of A. But where in A? Do we think he's above Jack and Cater? Do we think he's between? Where's he going? A high A? The highest of the A's? Up at the top of the tier? Or like a mid A or like a bottom? Above between Cater and Riddle? Top of A? Okay, so does he go in the top of A or does he go between Cater and Riddle? I think those are the two choices we have right now. Do we think he's above Jack or above Riddle? Top, above Cater, but below Jack? Oh no. Mid A, because he would diss your fashion sense between Deuce and Jade? Do you think he'd be down there? Next to Riddle, but below Jack? Above Riddle? Not below Jack, above Cater? Above Riddle? Oh no. I'm gonna go get myself a little bit of water while y'all debate this. And figure out where you want it to go. Hi, A. Oh, my little fridge is like right next to me. I don't have to go very far. I just have to crack the can. I've just been talking nonstop, so my throat needs something. Above Riddle, he'd be more genuine than Vil. Cater would be more genuine than Vil. Really? Above Cater, I don't think it's fair to put him under Jack. Above Riddle. All right, let me put up a poll. Let me put up a poll. Okay. So we're gonna do a couple of options. We're gonna do above Jack, above Cater, or above Riddle, because those seem to be the most prevalent options. Y'all vote in the poll, because I think that's the only way that this is gonna get done. I don't think we're getting anywhere otherwise. Ooh, 44% of you say above Cater, but not above Jack. 48, 50, 48, 50, 48. My oh my, it just keeps changing back and forth, back and forth. Interesting, interesting. My. Less sweet with words than Jack, but he shows it in action. True. All right, 45% of you, 33 votes. That's half of the people that are here. Half of y'all voted for above Cater. I'll give y'all a couple more seconds to lock in your answers if you haven't voted quite yet. But otherwise, he's gonna stay where he's put. He's just gonna stay here. Alrighty, I'm ending the poll. Alright, I guess this is where Vil lives now. This is where he stays. This is where he is. Alrighty. Apple. Mr. Apple. Where do we think Mr. Apple goes? Where Apple? Where Apple? Where he goes. We are voting for where we think Apple would go in the tier list of who gives the best birthday wishes. He's a B, goat, or goat because of Apple. A between Riddle, high B, A, S, A or B, both are gray. Oh, that's something else. S, good on a technicality. A. I feel like I'm getting, I saw a lot of B's. He'd bake something with apples, so he'd get put in food tier. He'd provide food. Let's send Apple to the food tier for the apples. Apple juice, apples. Food. B above Ruggy. B would be like he's genuine like Jack. He might be a bit nervous, but at least he's earnest. Middle of A tier. Apple juice, so A. Oh, wait, apples. Y'all are making me hungry. Y'all are making me hungry. If we think he's gonna do apples, he's gonna go in food tier, but he's gonna go, he's going below Trey for sure. For sure. You know what? I feel like that's probably where he belongs, because that's probably exactly what he would do. I think we're all just collectively hungry. I think that's what this boils down to. I think we all are just like, yes, give me food. Yum, yum, yum. Indeed. Yeah, it's not about gifts, but I think he would be earnest, but he would still be providing food. So we did put Trey up in this tier specifically because he was baking a dessert. So I think if it's food specifically and it's extremely justifiable with their character, like we can't just put Grim into food tier because Grim gives us a can of tuna, you know? But I think the likelihood of Apple giving us some sort of apple-related thing is very, very high. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, Apple takes the Culinary Crucible, so like at this point he probably could. I don't know. Anyway, Rook! We have Rook! We have Rookant. What do we think about Mr. Rookant? What do we think? B, S, A, S, super earnest. D. Oh my, 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 my. SS. Rook would write you a poem. True. True, true, true. S, but in a creepy kind of way. S, S. All right, well. S for stalker? Sure. Sure. Yeah, you know he would get you a gift in your exact clothing size and your exact shoe size, and you've never talked to the man before in your life. But he would make it sound really nice. He definitely has the theatrics. He definitely has the charisma. So yeah, so we'll put him in S. We shall put him in S tier for now. For now, indeed, indeed, for sure, for sure, for sure. Alrighty, I you know what? I feel like he was easier to place than Kaleem, almost. Almost. Ooh, you know what? I should open a window because it's very hot in here. Hold on. Yeah, Idia. Well, who is next? Start discussing while I open a window. Go for it. Discuss the boy. Okay, where do we think he... Oh my, he's all over the place as well. A, B, D, D. You mumble it under his breath and dip. D. Probably a text message. C, because he won't do it in person. C, below Azul. Yeah, I feel like he's a C or D tier. S if you're a gamer, but if not, C. I guess it really depends on whether or not you're on the same wavelength as Edia. Because if you're also like that introvert style, then like you would get it, but he'd also be like more willing to talk to you, I feel like. However, generically, it's probably not that great. Like, if he likes you, he'd send you primo gems. True. But you feel like he would be above Azul? Edia would at least be sincere about it. Would he though? See, I feel like he would, like, Ortho forced him to get the gift. You know? I feel like he's not doing this voluntarily. I don't know. This could have been a text energy. I just feel like his level of engagement is lower than Azul's. Even though Azul is likely doing it just to get you indebted to him, there is going to be a decent enough effort put into whatever it is that he's doing. I don't think that Edie is going to put that level of effort into it, even if he's not going to get collateral back, you know? Even if his intentions are more pure, I don't think that he's, you know, that way. So I feel like he'd have to be below Azul. Even if he has no underhanded motive. Poor Game Boy is about to be the same again. Fair. Yeah, Edia, I just feel like would be less genuine about it. Even if it didn't come with those other caveats, you know? Alright, so Ortho, though. Where do we think... I think Ortho has a good enough energy to be an A. I think Ortho would be sincere. You want to put him up in S tier? A, S, S. Oh my... Okay, alright. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't realize that Ortho was going to be a straight shot into S tier. Oh, okay. Sure. Same reason for the stalking is hidden. I see. So is he above or below Rook, though? Dude, yeah, clearly everybody here loves Ortho. We had a lot to say about where we wanted to put Edia, but we almost had like a 100% consensus there for a second. Below Rook, below, above, below. Okay, we'll keep him below. It seems like below. Ortho activates your doormat sister instincts. I see. Oh, dormant, not doormat, dormant. I cannot read. He give you a verbal congratulation based on statistics. Let him be above. And it seems like more people want him below. He would look up. Yeah, he could look up your search history and get you a good gift that way, or know what to say. It'd be great. It'd be great. Or though look, he gets you the perfect gift. True. Excuse me. Although I feel like Rook could do that without the internet, so perhaps. All right. Malleus. So what do we think about Malleus? Where do we think Malleus, Mr. Mally Mal Mal would go? Where S S S C S A S? Oh my, S tier. Oh, we all just. We have another one of these. I see. All right, we can put him in S if y'all really wanna. But I do think he's at the bottom of that tier. I think that Malleus really appreciates and understands like the sanctity of a birthday, because he hasn't gotten that many great ones, but like the importance of such a celebration, I think, is kind of ingrained in him, given his own birthday. But I don't think that he is nearly as sincere as the other people that are in S tier. I think there's an element to Malleus that is just not like performative, but it is based on duty versus like genuine emotion. So I would keep him at low S tier if he's gonna stay in S tier. You disagree because you think A is better? A high A? Malleus would be less sincere than Jack. A low A? I do think that he would be less sincere than Jack. But I feel like, I don't know. His wishes would be like a little bit ominous. True. All right, well, it seems like people really wanted to put him in A, because after my explanation, now it is all just A. So I think we keep him here. Maybe he's below Vil. But I don't know. You just put Jack on S tier with Ellie? You wanna upgrade Jack? Above Vil, you can accept that. Top of A if he can't be S. I think him and Vil are like equal. I think him and Vil are equal. Under Vil, over Vil, below Vil, around Vil. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep him here. What about Silver? What about Silver? Where do we think Silver's above below what? Silver's an A or a B, a top of S, not a single bit of treachery. A, B, A, S, A. All right. So the question then becomes: Is he more sincere than Jack? I think there's a case that can be made for Silver to be above Jack, because I think Silver is more soft. And I think whereas Jack would be a little bit tsundere, which is part of his charm, it can still come across not incorrectly, I guess would be the right way. Silver is so overtly genuine that I think it would come off better in more instances. So I think Silver would be above him for that reason. Because I think there would be no way for you to cross your wires with whatever Silver tells you, where you could potentially cross wires with whatever Jack tells you. And I think Silver is a little bit more willing to celebrate anybody's birthday than Jack is. Like, if Jack likes you, obviously he will celebrate. But I think if I can speak, I think if Jack doesn't really know you very well, or like doesn't like you, he's not gonna provide too much benefit to you for a birthday. Like, he's not gonna care. I think Silver would still give you the benefit of the doubt and would still give you a good birthday message or present, or just, you know, acknowledgement by comparison. So I think top of A is fair for Silver. Sebek though. Mr. Becky, where does he go? Where does he, I don't know what to do. I feel like he should be here. Oh my god. All right, D tier? We're putting him in D tier. There's so many D's. D, D, C, D. B, D, C, D, C. A, C, B, D, D. D, low C, D, D. Make it about Malleus. C. It's after book 7, high C. Oh no, C, he's not worse than Azul. Dang, guys, dang. Maybe we put him in C tier. Maybe we put him there. Cause I think D tier needs to be reserved for Crowley. I think Crowley goes there. But I don't. Is he? He's definitely better than Edia. Is he better than Azul? Is he? Is he better? Is he better than Azul? Because because I don't. Above Azul, nah. You give anxiety. He's a B. True Crowley would be. He's more earnest, but his delivery is worse. True. Yeah, I think C's fine. But he would. Is he better than Leona? I keep forgetting that Leona's in B tier. Is he better than Leona, or is he still in C tier because his delivery is god awful? Because I feel like Leona has the potential to be very smooth and eloquent and like good with his like message, but I feel like Sebek's just gonna yell at you no matter what. C tier, no, below Leona, below. Okay. All right. We'll keep him here. Don't think you'd appreciate being called human. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's kind of why I wanted to put him. I personally wanted to put him maybe below Azul due to that, but I can understand why he would not be below Azul. Leona won't give you a panic attack. True. All right. So that we'll just keep him here. We'll keep him here. Lilia. Where do we go? Where we put Lilia? Where's he going? A tier? Lilia's A tier. D. He will give you his cooking. No, but see, Soul, if he's giving us his cooking, then he has to go into the food tier because it's a questionable edible substance. So if it's the opposite of the food tier. If he's not in the food tier, then we're A. I think the consensus is like mid A. I think he would be above Malleus, maybe. I feel like he'd be a little bit more excited about it. I don't know. What if he provides food? It might be deadly. But if he's still providing food, so he'd still be in that tier. He'd still have to go out there. If it gives food, sends you to hospital. Keep him out of the kitchen. He would be the most happy for it. I feel like he'd be a little bit above Mal, but maybe not above Bill. Above Malleus for sure. Has more experience, so over Mal. He's goated in spite of the food. True. True. Not food, it's a weapon banned by the Geneva Convention. Alright, so then he has to stay in A. What do we feel about Grim? What are we feeling? What do we feel about our little guy? D tier? S tier? B or A? Oh no. S? Oh dear. C or B? Mid to B? B or A? Grim is the birthday present? S, A, B. Oh dear. S, B or C, C, low B. Oh no, C or B. He would eat our gift even if it wasn't edible. I think he would give us a can of tuna, which if he was giving me a can of tuna, it would just end up becoming his tuna anyway, because I really don't like canned tuna. Low A is a party animal, but see, but what Grim makes up for in presence, I think he makes up for with his attitude. But it seems like we are very split on him between Floyd and Ace. Really, you think he'd be up here? Interesting. Yeah, because he loves us. This is true. He loves us even if he's not willing to say so. You know, I feel like he'd be a little bit better than D tier. Depends, because he can be a bit much. Yeah, he can be. This is true. But I feel like he would be like, if we're assuming that we're the prefect, and that's who they're telling us the birthday of, I feel like he'd be better than D tier. For sure. I feel like he'd probably be better than C tier, because at least he has some sort of, you know, genuine emotion happening. you know? So do we feel comfortable with him in B tier? Do we think he'd be good there? If it was somebody else, then he might not be quite as much, but he did. It depends on whether or not he knows them too, because he did try to gift Trey a can of tuna when Trey got hurt, right? And he didn't really know Trey that well by that point in time, but like knew him well enough. So I feel like he'd be at least kind of considerate. It's also one of those situations where like the prefect would probably give him the gift in the message, like you would do for a toddler when like your parents would be like, here, give this gift to your friend from you, but it was really from your parents because, you know, you're like 5. I that's still better, I think, than some of the alternatives. It's at least way better than Crowley, because the Crowley's is one of the only messages that I remember, because in the message he's like, here, have a coupon. I already used half of it, but you could use the other half, or something similarly ridiculous. And it's just like, or like he's giving us a coupon, but it expires in a couple days. It's something silly. But hello, welcome in. You're painting your nails to match the twins. Very nice, very nice. But yeah. So I think Grim's good where he's at. All right. So I suppose since we put Crowley in D tier, maybe we talk about the rest of the staff. But I feel like the staff ones are kind of like, well, we're your teacher, so have a happy birthday, but we're not giving you anything because that's illegal. So I don't know where they would go. Let's put Crowley on F tier. Put Corell in D. Oh, does he give extra homework? Then yeah, we'll put him in D. Sure. I guess we could put all the staff in D because like I don't. Vargas is C. Do we know what Vargas does? I feel like I don't know. I will put Sam in C because at least Sam knows what you want. Sam knows what you want. He's just gonna make you pay for it, you know. Trey would go into C because he's honest. So he would be like here somewhere. Perhaps. I feel like that's kind of. He tells us to exercise with him. Yeah, so he's definitely in D tier. But you know what? Exercise is not quite as bad as the coupon or extra homework. So that's fine there. I think Ernesto and Gino are kind of a package deal. I think Ernesto would be a good C tier person. Maybe. I'm gonna put Gino on B tier though, because Gino is always a little bit nicer. Takes you to Playful Land? I see. Ernesto swindles. Gino gives you cool rocks. Exactly. Precisely. That's why. Well, I guess maybe Ernesto should go by Azul since they're swindlers. D for Rolo. Wow, we say, bro. I don't even know what Rolo does. I've not listened to any of it. My Gino's doing fine. He does not even care that he got snipped today. He is running around. He is bouncing off the walls. He is wanting cuddles. He was walking a little funny for a little bit. which was really funny to watch. He's doing fine. He's doing fine. Rolo should be B. Why? Why? Rolo hates everybody. Oh my. Oh yeah, he's like, oh, you poor thing, stuck with such. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Rolo does not care. D for Rolo. See if he's comfortable with the person. Monologuing about removing magic or something for your birthday. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Oh gracious. Me oh my. Well, oh, we were talking about too many people at the same time. Rolo, okay, so I've seen a lot more for Rolo, so we're gonna put him underneath Edia. We're gonna put him there. We'll put him there. Alright, Scully. Mr. Scully. Everyone keeps saying S tier for Scully. Fan art Scully is S. Exactly. S tier. Yeah, I don't think he goes into provides food. He can make us into a pumpkin. I don't know that he's bringing us pumpkin pie. So I think he would have to go into S tier. He would be so legitimately genuine and nice, and he's got such flowery language and just wholesome. Wholesome little guy. I think that's where he goes. And with him, I think we're pretty much good. We're good. That pretty much. I don't really want to go through the rest of the event characters. Personally speaking. But his hometown allows. You don't think his hometown allows indulgences like pumpkin pie? Yeah, I have no idea. We don't know anything about the Scully. To be fair, we don't really know anything about him. I know, yeah, you can argue Jack for S, but I think I'm gonna keep him where he is, and you can argue the other person if you would like to, but they might not move. Unless you can make a really great case that everybody goes for, everybody's gonna stay exactly where they are currently. Jack and so you want Jack and Silver to move up into S tier? Is that what we're doing? RSI students would probably be H. I mean, they probably would be. They'd be nice enough about it, and they'd be thoughtful, and you know that they're genuine, but like I don't know enough about them to put them anywhere. Same thing with like a lot of the other event characters and stuff. Like I'm sure Marja's great. I'm sure she's nice. I'm sure Dila would get you a nice, decent time. I'm sure. Jack, we put Rook and Ortho on S, knowing exactly what they give you, but Jack is also just asks you. It's very sweet. Same with Silver. I see. You think it's good as is? You agree with Jack and Silver for S? If we put them in here, they're still gonna be below Scully, though. we can put them in there. We can put them there. That's fine. Sure, I can concede that. But I think that's where they go. Alrighty, so this is our Who Gives the Best Birthday Wishes tier list. We have a bunch of folks in a bunch of places, and a couple folks in a very special place. My Bible, thank you all for helping me decide on this lovely topic. Very, very fun. But I suppose we should. It took way too long. They're all gonna take a long time. But it's fun because then we get to have discussions about where we think people go and what their characters are like and all sorts of fun stuff like that, right? Ain't that the joy of these tier lists? Isn't that part of the fun? I think so anyway. Personally speaking. But it's time to find out our next topic, which shall be, according to the wheel, how they'd be at a slumber party. Do we think that they would be a good slumber party guest? That is the thing that we are going with this time. That is how we are doing, i.e. as guest. So there we go. So how do we think that they would be as a slumber party guest? This is oh no. Oh dear. I just wanted this to be centered. I just wanted it to be centered a little bit better. Ah. Oh my. There we go. That's close enough. Alrighty. How do we think Riddle would be as a slumber party guest? I think Riddle goes in D tier. I think Riddle is going to be so hung up on the rules and what is required and what you need to do and that you need to go to bed at a certain time. I don't think Riddle is going to be that good as a slumber party guest. I have a feeling that he's not going to want to eat the junk food. He's not going to want to watch all the movies. He's not going to want to do a lot of the things that you do at a slumber party. A slumber party. Yes. So a slumber party is basically like a sleepover. So it's a party that happens where you go to somebody's house and then you sleep at their house like overnight. And then, you know, you can do all sorts of stuff while you are, we should be there sleeping. Yeah. So it's like a little party that happens overnight, essentially. And that's why it's called the slumber party, because it is a party at which you slumber. It's a party at which you sleep. We'll make this already asleep. How about that? And then we'll put Leona and Silver in there immediately. I think that's what we were going for. Yeah. I think that was probably what we wanted that tier to be. And then, yeah, you can paint each other's nails, you can play video games, you can watch movies, you can, like, do all sorts of talking, you can play games, you can do all, you know, it's like any other party, it's just overnight. Riddle made a book about it and then made the way he wanted to do it. Yeah, exactly. Like, by the book. True. Exactly. True. You know what? You're right. On the other hand, Riddle makes sure that nobody dies. I don't really know how deadly sleepovers are, but that is a valid point. That is fair. That is fair. Alrighty. What about Ace? What do we how do we feel about Ace? How do we feel about Ace? Is he a B tier? Is he an A tier? Is he an S tier? Who survives the pillow fights? I don't know. Is trying not to be asleep, but he's failing. Exactly. A. Oh, a lot of A's. A lot of A's. If the sleepover includes Ace and Floyd, there's a chance that it's lethal. You know what? Fair. All right, Ace is in an A tier. I see he would steal some snacks. True. He would be doing a lot of chaos. This is fair. But that is what makes the party interesting, right? That's what makes it interesting. What about Deuce, though? Do we think Deuce would be better, equal, less than Ace? Do we think Deuce would be a grand old slumber party guest? Chaotic is what it is, but that's perfect. True. A, but under Ace? Is that what we're going for? A, but below Ace? So he's right there, but not quite as good. He's the good. True. Yeah, he would be trying to be a goody two shoes for a really long time, but then Ace would goad him so much that he just joins in on the chaos. That's very fair. All right. Deuce would still make sure we go to bed at 9:30. Not if we get him absorbed in a card game. Not if we get him absorbed into a game. Now Cater. A lot of people were saying that they thought that Cater would do very well. Is Cater A tier, S tier, B tier? Are we keeping him on top? The tea spills would be magnificent. Ooh, so that's why we put him in S for the tea spills. S tier for the tea spills. To be fair, he would be taking all the selfies. He would be making sure that everybody's having a fun time. He would be checking in on people. But, you know, he would be doing a lot of stuff. True. He could do fun games. He could force some drama to happen by, like, doing games like what is it? The 2 truths and a lie, or the dares. What's truth or dare? That's what it's called. Truth or dare. Which I always get super scared in and then just always go for truth. I hate when people do the truth or dare thing and they're like, well, you can only choose truth 2 times and then you have to do dares from then on out. That makes me sad. It makes me so sad. Because you can't like back out once you choose. So like that, yeah. I've been at games where they're like, yeah, you can only choose this X amount of times. And like sometimes it'll be you can only do 2 truths before a dare and then you can go back to doing truths and stuff. But I hate it. I hate it. Because the dares are always super stupid. The dares are like, go stick a fork in a socket. Like, no, why? No, that's how you get electrocuted. Why are we daring people to do this? Why? Trauma candy salad. What? Hear me out, Kate? Oh, gosh. All right. What? A hear me out cake is essentially like a trend that happened where people would put like their fictional crushes and other crushes and stuff on a cake to be like, hear me out. I think that Gru from Despicable Me is really attractive, or like whatever. Or like Clippy, the Microsoft Award mascot, is really hot. And they would put him on like a little skewer and they would put him on the cake. So that it just like became a it became like a viral trend, basically, to be talking about like those sorts of things. And so there's lots of like hear me out videos. There's lots of stuff in that vein that's not specifically a cake, but is just like, hear me out. I think that like Benjamin Button is cool. Like it's stuff like that. I'm trying to think of like random characters. So that's that. I have never heard of a trauma candy salad, though. That I don't know what that is, but I imagine it's probably like trauma dumping. When a person says something that's traumatized them and dumps a bag of candy. Oh, okay. So I guess that's a similar like kind of trendy thing. Interesting. Into a I was gonna say. Not you just going out into the street and being like, my mother abandoned me when I was 5, and then flinging candy at people. That'd be very interesting. You heard someone arguing for angelfish of Finding Nemo. Oh yeah, that guy. No, I can see that. I can see that. He's like a grizzled war vet, right? Who cares that he's a fish? I get it. Anyway, so that's what those things are. Yeah, Cater would absolutely be doing all that sort of stuff. For sure. Trey though. Trey's gonna be like the dad. Trey's gonna be the dad, but I think Trey's gonna allow chaos. B, because he's a bit boring. Trey forces you to wash your teeth. Yeah, exactly. Brush your teeth and stuff. Like, Trey is not gonna limit the chaos. He's not gonna, like, yuck your yum or anything, but he is going to make sure that you still brush your teeth and, like, still follow some of the rules. So yeah, I think B tier is probably fine for him. Because he will bring really good snacks, but he's also gonna make you, you know, do reasonable things. But, excuse me. Yeah, he can be scary when he wants to be, that's for sure. All right, Jack-a-boy. Where are we putting Jack? Where's he going? Where do we think Jack is going? Do we think Jack A tier? He's like a dad of the first years, but can be goaded goaded into partaking in shenanigans. Yeah. Joining the chaos to like B, A, B, B, A, B. Jack is asleep. Oh, that's right. His bedtime's 10 o'clock. Yeah, he's sleeping. Yeah, no, his bedtime is super early. Yeah, no, he's out. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, he sleeps. All right, what about Ruggy? Where are we putting Ruggy? C, he would steal your wallet. Oh no. A, it's gonna be fun. A, eats all the food. B, A, pickpocketing. If there's food, then it's B. He's just there for the food. B. Do we think that he's below Trey on B? Solid top of B? Ah, he's stealing food, but he's got the T. Ooh, true. A, S or A, B, C, A. Feel like he'd be fun. B. Below Trey. Well, if he stays in B tier, I think he's below Trey. But if we're gonna just put him into A tier, then he'd be above Trey. Like, I think if we're gonna put him above Trey, he has to be in A tier. But I think otherwise he's B tier below Trey. Ate all the food, waits for everyone to sleep to pickpocket. A. Just here for the food, so C or B. Because you also want food. We all really are just hungry. I think we all need to take like a snack break. B feels right. All right, then we'll keep him where he's at. We'll keep him where he's at. Pardon me. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. All right, Azul, Mr. Azul Ashengrotto. Where do we think Mr. Azul goes? Where do we think? Where do we think? You're drinking a slushie? Oh, that sounds so good. Azul brings the board games. C. D. Really? D, C, D, C. C. Interesting. Huh. He has no idea what to do. Probably a buzzkill. Because of the Leech twins. I see. He's a little fishy. That's why he's in C. Play board games. He's gonna be a nightmare. Oh, true. You have to pay him for a pillow, but he's the guest. He's using your pillows. Yeah, I think, yeah, if you were gonna go to Octavanel for a sleepover, there would definitely be some surcharges tacked onto that, but you don't want to sleep with the fishes in all of the senses. Fair. He would turn it into a business opportunity. Fair. It's still a little bit better than Riddle. True. Riddle would completely buzzkill everything. I think Azul would just kind of be confused. But I think that's kind of how that would be. Board games that you don't want to play against Azul, a high C because board game. Well, he's currently the only one in C, so he's by default high. But somehow charges you to sleep on your own pillow. Yeah, he would take the game seriously. Yeah. Board game Azul would be super unfun. True. I guess I can relent to him being in C tier. That's fine. What about Jade? What do we think about Jade? What are we thinking? B, because he's just here to watch people be messy. B. C, he's sus. Azul, oh no. Oh, I see. Backstab you in your sleep or be chill. True. B, you might be poisoned, but but it could be B. Okay, so all right. So if he's in B tier, I think we keep him at the bottom, right? We keep him at the bottom. That way he's close to Azul, but he's still slightly above. Yeah, because he can be a little bit more entertaining. Maybe. Yes. C. No. Bottom of B. Yeah. B. B. I believe in B. Alright. What about Floyd? What do we think about Floyd? I think Floyd deserves an A tier because he has the potential to do so much chaos and be so much fun. A tier, S tier. Oh, we got a couple of S tiers. A because of chaos. Oh my. Life of the party. Don't trust him, but A. Ooh, so do we want to put him at top of A because if he's in the mood it could be S, but otherwise we don't know. Does every prank in the book. True. A, but at the bottom because he's so unpredictable. Oh, interesting. So do we want to put him at the bottom or the top? He's making fun of others' sufferings. Top of A, life at the party, but somehow may wake up. I see. Floyd would break something at your house. So B, top of A, bottom of A, top of A. Put him in mid. Oh no. Okay. Well, let's do a poll. Should he be top, middle, or bottom of A tier? Because I think A is the right classification. It's just the where that's the problem. I guess is he gonna be better than Ace, worse than Ace, in the middle between Ace and Deuce, like below Deuce? I don't know. He's the reason why Riddle hates the slumber party. Oh, facts. Depends on his mood, but he could be great, but also chaos. Don't separate A Deuce. Well, I am no longer in control. It is up to y'all. It is up to y'all. He's better than Ace? I don't know. 42% of people are saying nah. You can't put him in the middle. That would separate A Deuce. Better than Ace. He's like a pro troller. Ace is intermediate. Ooh, 40-40 for top and bottom. Oh my. We're gonna have to it keeps getting tied. Top is winning now. All of a sudden, bottom was winning for a while, but now top is on top. Oh, it's so very close. It's so very close. 42, 19, 39. Interesting. Oh, okay. Top is at 42 still. Top is still on top. Make an additional tier list for the S tiers based on if they can wake up Silverjack and Leona. My. Oh, well, it went up to 44%. It went up to 44%. Floyd will literally draw on the faces of people. True. He needs to be at the top. All right. Well, alrighty. The poll has decided that Floyd shall be in the top of A tier. Yes, please stay PG. But I don't want to have to ban anybody on a community night. Please stay PG. Alrighty, Kaleem. Where do we think Kaleem? I think Kaleem is going in S tier specifically because of the cloud calling on the savannah where him and Lilia just start doing stuff. Like, him and Lilia just start playing games and, like, doing stuff, and they wake everybody else up. But I think he would just be, he's just there for the vibes, man. He's just there for the vibes. He just wants a good time. He's just here for a good time. I feel like we keep putting him into S tier, but I think all the scenarios have warranted it. Alright, well, since that was so easy, where do we put Jamil? I feel like Jamil's kind of hit or miss in it. I feel like Jamil would know a lot of stuff and be really fun, but he wouldn't, like, act on it. He'd still try to, like, be in the shadows. I don't know. He's B. If it's chill, he'll like it, but if it's not chill, he doesn't want to go to sleep, he's leaving. I see. A, B, C, B, S or C. Those are wildly different answers. B does not care. All right, so I'm seeing a lot more B's. So do we just keep him at the bottom of B tier? Is that what we do? Because I think he would be in a very similar space as Trey, but he'd be way more stressed about it. Like, Trey is a little more casual, like, yeah, I'll let things go. I think Jamil would be slightly more upset spaghetti about things. So I think bottom B is probably fine. Yeah, the chill dad versus the tired dad. Exactly. Above Raggy. Oh, so you want him to be up here? You think Azul is lonely? He won't be lonely too much longer, I'm sure. We'll get somebody else in that tier. Jim will be focused on Kaleem. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I think we'll keep the two dads together based on dad logic. I think that makes sense. What about Vil? What about Mr. Vil Shonahite? What about Vil? Vil has C energy. If the sleepover ends or people don't actually want to sleep, he'll probably indulge. High B. S for teen skincare. D, same as Riddle, under Riddle. S. High B. Wow. Okay, we are all over the place. I think with Vil, it would be really fun, but he is going to make you go to sleep early. Like, Vil is going to let you paint your nails, you're going to talk, you're going to spill tea, but as soon as that clock hits, like, 11, you are going to bed. Like, he will let you, we will still have a fun time, but it's going to end. So I don't think that he goes with Riddle specifically, because I do think that he's going to be fun. I think he's a high C tier. I think he's a high C. Yeah, he would be in full control, but like he's definitely going to be very controlling of like the time frame. I think you'll learn a lot. I think you'll do a lot. I think it'll be fun, but like I just feel like that harsh cutoff. High B, it's still high B. So you guys want him above the dads? You guys want him above the dads even though he's making you go to bed? Is that what we're doing? Is that what's happening? Is that high C? Okay, so he's going back into C tier? Strict dad, strict mom, chill dad, stress dad, or is it above the dads? Above the dads? He's mom, so he's more fun. Okay, so then he's above the dads. Okay, alright, sure. You know, we're putting him there. We're putting him there. Apple, what's going on with that's Rook. You know, we'll talk about Rook. What's going on with Rook? Why don't we talk about Rook? Hi, Rook. What's going on, Rook? I think Rook would be A tier. I think Rook would be A tier. I think Rook has enough charisma to put himself into A tier. I don't know. He would A for Arrow. Exactly. He's got charisma. He's got French. He's got a lot of stuff on his side. But I think he's still in like low A tier because it depends on how you feel about him and how you feel about that sort of like talking. But I think A tier is for him. For sure. I don't know. All right, Apple. I don't see too much discussion, so we're gonna move on to Apple. What do we do with Apple? What do we do with Apple? S tier? He's S tier. Apple's an S tier. Oh, he's S tier. A tier. S. Wow, S tier. S tier, huh? Put Apple with A deuce. S, A, or S? Well, okay, so everyone's saying S, so I'm gonna put him on a high A. We have A's and S's. If he gives you an apple, he's an S. I see. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why S, but people seem to really want to put him up there. Because he knows how to cut loose. So you would put him into S tier specifically because he's just like unrestrained chaos. Is that correct? Is that why we want to put him up there? Is that what we're doing? Is that correct? A is better. Yes. Okay, so that is why we wanted to put him in the S tier. I don't feel like that necessarily makes sense for a sleepover specifically. Because there's only like a certain level of chaos at a sleepover that's fun. Right? Like, I think A tier might work better for him because I think that he needs to have someone that will balance him in that regard if he's just going feral. Because if he's just going feral and, like, eating the couch cushions, like, that's not fun. But if he's going feral with other people and they're kind of like, you know, you're having, like, a vibe, it could be more exciting. But I don't think that would necessarily... That's grim. I mean, yeah, but, like... Yeah, I don't think he would go that feral. But I don't think that, like, that should be the qualifier to put him in that tier. I don't know. Because, like, is Apple leading the charge? Is Apple creating the games? Is Apple, like, because I feel like that's what Kaleem and Cater are doing. Like, they're facilitating the sleepover, but they're also willing to do all the things. Is that what... I don't see Apple in that same sort of role. I don't know. Apple has snacks? Yeah, but we don't have the food tier anymore. Apple would have some really fun country boy games. I could see that. For sure. Apple would do all the things. Deuce is a little more reactive. I see. They'll have him on a leash. Oh no, he gets one of those children backpacks. I see. I just don't think that he's up for S tier, but I do think he's a very high A. And I'm not really seeing too much that is going to dissuade me from this position. Oh, Country Boy Karaoke. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right, Edia. Discuss. Discuss. I don't really know where to put him. But go for it. Pardon me. People are saying A for Edia. Oh, Oh, because he would bring the good video games. Yeah, no, you right. You right. Not a buzzkill, but isn't that social? Might have brought D&D or something. True. B, if he brings good video games. D, he's too shy to even go. I mean, Ortho would force him there. So why don't we compromise and put him at the bottom of B tier, where he currently is? Because that way, if Ortho forces him to show up, or he shows up and he brings like the good games, even if he's a little too awkward, he would still have like contributed to the sleepover. Or if he were doing something like D&D and he gets to be the DM, then he would actually be a participant. And he'd still be snarky. He'd still be a little goofy. But I think that at least there he has the potential to fulfill all of those different parts of the spectrum for him. Yeah, I think he'd have a lot of fun as a DM, and then he would be like opening up a little bit more, right? I think that would be a good spot to just kind of be like middle of the road for everyone else. Yeah, it depends on how many people are there. If it's only a couple people, he probably would feel more comfortable. If it's like everybody and their mothers, then yeah, that's not gonna work for him. But above Ruggy, I don't know. We want to put him above Ruggy. Is that true? I feel like bottom is like the most equitable place to put him. No, we're not. We don't want to put him above Ruggy. Okay, that's kind of. I see. Bottom of B is fine. Hello. Welcome in. Would be intimidated by all the party guys because it's silver. True. All right. Fair. All right. Okay, we'll keep him where he is. What about Ortho? I think Ortho's probably an A tier off the bat. Ortho's an S in your brain. Doesn't need to sleep. Can search and make up games. Can be chaos. You know what? That's true. But then we also have a bunch of people saying A. What if we make him a high A? Because he's more consistent than Floyd. I feel like that might be good. Because he can do a lot of stuff and he doesn't sleep, and part of the sleepover fun is the fact that you do get to sleep, so, you know. All the freshmen feel very A tier. They do, don't they? Well, at least for now. Well, we'll see how y'all feel about Sebek in a minute. But what about Malleus? What about Mal? I think that Malleus is like brimming with joy. But I hold on, stop, hold on. I feel like he is brimming with joy. But I don't know that makes him like a good party guest though. I don't know. You know? Not invited, RIP. No, B. Oh, we think he goes in B. We think he's a B. So, do we think he's low, mid, or high B in that case? What do we think? He has no idea what to do. I mean, yeah, but like he gets to learn, and that's part of the fun. A low B, a high B. He would do so much with the party because it's his first. True, he would be very excited. He's like the opposite of Riddle in that like they both are gonna read the book on how to do the sleepover, but Riddle's gonna get obsessed with the rules, and Malleus is just like, I want to know what's going on because I want to be there, and it's gonna be so much fun, and I want to be able to interact with people, and it's gonna be so much fun, and I just want to like. He doesn't care about any of the rules. He just wants to be prepared. Mid B. So we think above Ruggy then, above Ruggy, below Jamil's, where he should be. Like he's trying, but no, Silver has to stay in sleep tier. So Silver has to stay in sleep tier, for sure. Do we fight to the death when you have a pillow fight? That is the one thing with Mal, though. He does have a lot of strength, so you do have to be careful with certain activities. Like, you gotta be careful with him in a pillow fight. You gotta make sure that he's not, like, knocking people, like, straight out to sleep. Like, that needs to happen. But otherwise, outside of that, I think he could be fine. I think he could be fine. Same with Lilia. The only thing with Lilia is that I think that Lilia's had more time to practice versus Malleus. But I also can't imagine a world where Malleus is like that into it that he forgets himself and isn't, you know, is just going with full strength, you know? I don't know. Anyway, Sebek's up next. Sebek is up here. Hi, Sebek. Where do we think Sebek goes? Do we put him in A tier just so that all the freshmen are together, or do we put him somewhere else? Sebek would accidentally be too loud. Oh, true. C maybe? C, D, D. I don't think he's D tier. I don't think he's that bad. If he's not letting anybody sleep, that is a problem, but I don't think he's that bad. Still A, so funny, and we're not sleeping because we can rile him up. I see. Sebek is C because of grumpy old man energy. C. Well, okay. A lot of people are saying C. So we'll put him below Azul. But I sincerely do not think that he's a D tier guest. I think that he's definitely he can be funny, but like there's a lot of other stuff that he I don't know. It has to be the right mix of people, I think, for Sebek to make sense. I don't know. Azul does have a friend now. This is true. Why don't we go with Lilia now? Where do we put Lilia? Where roughly is Mr. Lilia? S tier for Lilia? S tier, A tier, S tier? You know what? Yeah, I'm okay with putting him in S tier. I'm okay with putting him in S tier. Can we compromise with low B for Sebek? Sure, fine. But I think Lilia in S tier makes sense. A, if we keep him out of the kitchen. A, as long as he stays away from the kitchen. I think Lilia's nature is to just be up at night. So, high A because of food poisoning. Well, see, if we bring Lilia and Malleus, then Malleus can incinerate Lilia's cooking, and then we'll all be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, wait, you're right. It is Pop Music Club. Oh, I forgot. You know what? Yeah, at this point. Pop Music Club. There we go. Anyway. That was unintentional, but I feel like that makes sense. I feel like, honestly, the Pop Music Club meetings are probably just like sleepovers where they don't sleep over, you know? Like, they do all the same stuff in that club. They do all the same things that you do at a sleepover, except at the club meet. So, like, sure. What about Grimmy Grim? What about Grimmy Grim? Where does he go? What do we think about him? Do we think Grimmy Grim is an A? Is Grimmy an A? A C? He's a C? Oh my. As long as there's no food, otherwise he goes in D, B, C, A for the freshman, A. Ooh, a bit chaotic. Interesting. C, he ate the couch. I mean, did he really eat the couch? Did he really? Are we sure? Maybe if there was no other food. Perhaps. Oh, true. We also do. Yeah, that's fair. He lives with us, so like he wouldn't really be a guest, I suppose. He set the couch on fire. Fair. No, we're not doing staff. The staff are not sleeping over with the kiddos. No. No. No, I think we can include, like, Ruggy, not Ruggy. Ruggy's already included. Rolo, we can include Rolo and Scully. Somehow trying to say their names came out as Ruggy. Grim is way more fun than Azul, guest or not. Okay, fine. He gets put up at the top of C tier. Sure. Grim is better than Sebek. I don't know, man. Rolo came, that's Ochenya too. Yo, that's true, I suppose. All right, we could do Rolo, Scully, Chenya, and then maybe Nej. Maybe Nej. I think that Nej is boring, so I'm gonna put him in C tier. I think Chenya is gonna be very exciting. I'm just gonna quick fire some of these people into here. Do we feel? Can we do Stitch too? Sure, Stitch can go in S tier. Fine. You think Scully's an S? You think Scully's an S? Gino's an S? He's a baby? Sure. Sure. Najma? Sure, why not? Where's Jamil? Najma and Jamil should be together. They're siblings. So obviously they're the same person. True. What about the ghosts that live with us? Okay, fine. We'll put the ghosts there too. Fine. Cheka, sure. We'll put Cheka. Sure. The use S tier. Clearly. Alright. But that's it. We're not adding anybody else. We're not adding anybody else. We're just Mickey count? No, I draw the line at Michael Mouse. we're not inviting Mickey. No, the line has been drawn. We can't, no, I mean, I guess Mickey technically could be there. But no. Oh, true, yeah, you're right. Cheka would have to be in sleep tier, because Cheka's a child. Would Gino? No, Gino is a child, but I feel like Gino does not have those boundaries, so Gino does not get put in sleep tier. Yeah, Cheka would want a nap. This is true. Yeah, it's too late. Michael Mouse is already in the room with us. Fair. Oh, that's adorable. Cheka napping with Leona and hugging Jack's tail. Oh, that'd be so cute. That'd be so cute. All right. I feel like we have a pretty good tier list here. I feel like we have a pretty good tier list. I mean, I think this is pretty accurate for where everybody would be on a sleepover, for how good of a guest they would be at a sleepover, how fun it would be. You know. Perhaps. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. The Pop Music Club got so many new recruits. Oh my. Oh, well, thank you for coming and hanging out, even if you have to go soon. Where's Gone to? No, we drew the line at Michael Mouse. No one else, not even Gone to. We're not allowed. No. My oh my. Wow, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out if you're dipping out. You know what? I'm gonna leave y'all. I have to give Valentina some medication because she had a nice big surgery today. So I'm gonna leave y'all with the wheel, and then I'll come back to whatever the wheel is saying. It may take me a while because I have a feeling she's not gonna want her medicine, but I do have to give it to her. So. Y'all can be excited or dreading what is happening. So we'll see. kitty has been oh no! Oh no, the kitty has been medicated, but now we need to figure out what the heck we're doing for Groovy armor. Oh man, oh man. Well, the kitty got her medicine, but Kitty also got herself out of her cone, so we had to fix that, and that was not a good time. So, generally, okay. You guys decided on dorm uniforms while I was gone. Yay! Thank you, thank you. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Groovy art dorm uniform. No. I have no other wheel. This is the wheel. There is no other wheel. So we can do the dorm uniforms. That's fine. This thing not being centered ever is gonna drive me completely insane. but that's just me, I fear. Yeah, we could do the dorm groovy arts. Sure. And it's probably gonna require more effort on my part to make sure that we have everything. But yeah, alright, groovy art. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, perfect. Let me find I have a tier list with the groovy arts of a bunch of cards. And I don't think it had spoilers in it, but I do have to order them so that way we actually have the dorm arts because they're not ordered by dorm, which is a little sad. And there's like some random SR cards in here. I don't know if there is a tier list that has the dorm groovies. That might be easier for me to go and search for. No, we are not including fan art Scully this time. It's just the dorm cards. Also, listen, guys. Listen, guys. We wanted Scully included. We had Scully included. We're talking about the dorm cards. Therefore, it is going to be the dorm cards. Why would Scully count? He's part of the Halloween if they even gets a card, which we do not know yet because he has not come to EN. We can infer that he will since we got Ernesto and Rolo, but cards. Alrighty. No, stop tier list, please. Stop. No. Dorm and non-groovy. Okay, perfect. Yay! Oh, look at that. We have the groovy and the non-groovy. Why does it start with Ace and then immediately go to Azul? What is happening? Why are they out of order? Oh no. Oh dear. Oh good gosh. Oh man. Well, at least Octavanel's little. And wait, why are these here? These shouldn't be here. Jade. I'm also gonna add I'm gonna add F tier for this just because. F, and then we go that, and then we do that. All right. Man, I wish I could just delete them, but I can't. So that's unfortunate. But Scarabia goes there. There's my alphabetical order. Oh, does it Oh, it alphabetizes it. No, why does it alphabetize it? That's so dumb. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I almost have them. I almost have them in order. I almost do. This almost feels like it wasn't it was not worthwhile. Alright, Scarabia is good. Pumpura, I just need Vils. And then we have Ignihide set up. Perfect. We need all of Diasomnia after Ignihide. That shouldn't take me very long to do. I would sure hope. Where's Malleus? Malleus? Oh, there he is. Okay, perfect. Okay, we're ready. Yay, here we are. Alrighty, so dorm groovy artwork specifically the dorm groovy artwork. How do we feel about Riddle's dorm groovy art work? Specifically. Do we need references? Do we want references? Is that something that we should get? Is that something I should do? I feel like that's something I should do. I feel you guys want him in A tier already. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, one moment. I'm getting the reference image. I feel like a lot of people probably know, but it's probably better if we just have it anyway to make sure. Oh, that's the wrong card. Oops, that's what I get for going on the JP wiki. Curses. If only the English wiki actually like worked properly. And didn't, oh, it's cut off. Well, anyway, this is a riddle. Wait, hold on, stop, hold on. Business. Wait. If I go to the details and then I go to the tire and then nope, that's not, no, where are you? You were just here. How am I not able to find his dorm card? Okay, there we go. Now, if I get rid of Azul, now it's not cropped. There we go. It's not as cropped. At least his head is there. How do we feel? I feel like it's kind of fun, but I like Cater's expression more than Riddle's, and this is Riddle's card. Like, I get it because of the story. I get it because of the things that happen. But, like, I feel like the attention isn't on Riddle as much as it should be for Riddle's card, you know? Like, I definitely feel like the focus is more on Cater. Yeah. So I would agree with y'all saying B, I have to remember where my tier list is. Nope. Yep. Okay, there we are. I think B tier probably works pretty well. I would assume. I would say. I think it's a nice enough composition. There's definitely enough to keep your eyes moving around the card. It just doesn't feel like it's a very Riddle focused thing. That would be my 2 cents. So I think we could probably put him in a solid B. Oh, because it's showing Riddle's impact on others rather than Riddle himself. I guess that's true. Also, because like the original is very Riddle focused. So I can kind of, I mean, as it should be, it is the dorm card. But I don't think it's that compelling of an illustration for his groovy. I also like this section down here where his little coat is. I always think that this is floor, and it always confuses me because of the way the checkerboard pattern is. I don't know why. It looks like this is a mistake in my brain. My brain cannot like figure out this is part of his coat. Like just this little section. And it's very strange. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. The hidden Mickey in this card? Oh gosh, that's a good question. I honestly don't remember. But it's somewhere. And it's hidden. Yeah, the lighting is also kind of like there's a filter over it almost. Like there's a haze. The clock? It's the clock? Is it on the clock? This guy over here, this little clock? I don't see it over here. But I trust y'all. I trust y'all. It's on the floor? I do not see. I thought it was on a bookmark, but clearly my memory is not correct because it's not on any of these. Anyway, no time for this. We have to tier list. Am I sure? I think so. I don't know. I can't really see the clock all that well. Anyway. On to our next card, which is, of course, the Ace Groovy card. The Ace. Oh, it is the Ace of Ace. It is him. Mr. Ace of the Tripolas, who I will get his card of very shortly. This one. It's this one. This card. This particular card I think is so fun. I think this one's really, really fun. There's a lot of colors. It's very bright. It's very happy. We returned the hedgehogs back home. Yeah, I would say A. Yeah, A for Ace. Ace is just going in A tier all the time. I don't know that it is necessarily an S tier card, but I definitely think that the composition is way better. And the colors are way better than the Riddle card. For sure, for sure. It's nice to see that side of him. True, yeah, yeah. They're just like happy little guys. They're just happy little fellas. It's a grand old time. It's a grand old time. It's a very, very fun, happy, happy, joy, joy thing. How Riddle is in the same spot on both cards. True! He is in this, like, third of the card art. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's not, yeah, he's not, exactly. He's not hurting the flamingo in this one. Precisely, precisely. Indeed, indeed. He's just got all the cute little hedgehogs. Indeed, indeed, indeed. But I think the consensus was still A, right? I think the consensus was still A, not S. Just A for this one, for this particular one. Or do we want to bump it up to S? A. Okay, all right, A. Got it. The hedgehogs make it an A, otherwise B. Oh, interesting, huh? Interesting. All right, next up we have KK. We have Mr. Cater of Diamonds, Mr. Four, Mr. Quad, Mr. That guy. I think his is kind of fun. Oh, nope. This one. There we go. I think his is super fun. I love how shocked Trey is in the background for the fact that he is, like, sorting the cutlery with magic. His eyes look weird. Do they? I never really noticed. Yeah, like, exactly. The colors have a filter. Like, almost all of the Hearts little ones do, and it's very strange to me. But I like the shocked Trey in this particular one. It's very funny to me. But that is, I guess, also a point against it, because I have to be consistent with my opinions with the Riddle one having Cater's face be really funny, but that taking away from it. I think the benefit here is that Cater is in the center of the frame, so Trey is much more of a background element compared to the way that the Riddle card was, like, composed. So I think that this works pretty well. No clue what is happening, but B. It seems like a lot. I think it's definitely better than the Riddle one. I think it's above Riddle in B tier. If we're gonna leave it in B tier, I do think it's above that one. It does feel like it was one of the first cards made. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I guess the artwork is not super consistent. That's fair enough. The anatomy feels weird. I suppose. Alrighty. Well, if we're keeping it in B tier, then that means that we get to move on to Mr. Trey, Mr. 3, Mr. Hat Man, Mr. Hat Cake Man. In fact, we have him with his little cake, and he is winking at us, and Deuce and Cater are in the background. See, now, Deuce's eyes here look really weird to me. They look like they're too big for his face. Maybe it's because of the color of his eyes. It's, like, so vibrant compared to a lot of other stuff. There's also a fish skeleton coming out of the cake, and that's concerning. That's very, very, very concerning. Can we put Trey in his own bottom tier? Nah, but I did make an F tier if we didn't like it. I don't think the composition of this one is bad. I think it's almost, honestly, a little bit better than the Cater one in that you don't pay attention to the other people in the background. They, like, are 100% background details. Trey really stands out here, comparatively. They did. Some unruly freshmen made the cake, and they couldn't decide on what they wanted to do, but the fish skeleton is a completely unnecessary detail. I don't know why anyone put that on the cake. Cater and the others made that cake. No, Cater did not make this cake. Do not slander KK. Cater did not make this cake. It was the freshman. KK had nothing to do with the cake. All KK said was that the cake was like a disaster incarnate. Cater was not involved with the making of the cake. Don't loop Cater in with the freshman, please. Cater had a lot to say about the cake, though. Like, in the vignette, Cater says a lot about the cake and the freshmen, so, like, I completely understand how that wire would be crossed. But I want to give KK his dues. He did not make the cake. But I think that Trey looks better here than a lot of the other cards people's looks. So B, but better than Cater. I can put, yeah, I can see that. I think we put him and we put him here. I think Cater's is more fun, but I think the composition and stuff just works better for Trey. All right, next up and last up in Heartsable, we have Mr. Deucey Goosey. Mr. Deuce Goose himself, whose groupie I just think is funny. It's another one of these where like there's a filter over it, but it makes sense because it's like the afternoon sun. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I think it's really random, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. D for Deuce. You want to put them all the way down in D tier, C tier, A tier, S tier. Oh my goodness, we have all the tiers. I do not think it is a D tier. I do think it is one of the better ones for Heartsable because, again, the human. Like, I think Trey and this one have the right human proportions. But I think the sleeping faces probably make it seem uncanny. Because it almost doesn't look like he's sleeping to me here. I don't know, man. I don't know. Why Trey is a suitcase on the floor? Yeah, you know, there's a lot. I think it's because it might be because he's not done unpacking, maybe. Because if this event happened with like within the first like week or two, then maybe he didn't finish unpacking, or maybe he was gonna go home soon for like a thing. I don't know. It looks like he died and drank the poison. Oh no. I never got that from this, but I can see with the bottle in the background how that might seem. It might be, I thought it might that, but it was, it has to be post overblot. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who's to say what's happening? Who knocked out Juice? I think they just got super tired. I think all that happened is that they got super tired, and then they went to tell Trey about the people that were like being mean, and then he fell asleep. So do we feel like A or B? A, B, C? I don't think it's D, but I also don't think it's S. I think it's like somewhere. A, B, A. Do we think it's better or worse than Ace? Do you think Ace is above or below? Is Deuce above or below? Whomst? Below Ace? Better than Ace? Worse than Ace? Oh my. Below? Leona knows. Okay. B or C? Below, no hedgehogs? Fair. No hedgehogs below. No hedgehogs? Got it. Has to be below then. Has to be below. Alrighty. Let's talk below. There's a lot more belows. I think the consensus is below. So let's talk Leona. What do we think about his groovier? I have a feeling I already know the answer. I have a feeling I already know. Oh no, I keep hitting the wrong thing. I keep hitting the wrong tab, man. I keep hitting the wrong tab. But in S, Leona is fine, not as fun. A very high B. S, A, S. Immediately S. A, S. Alrighty. Wow. Who could have predicted that everybody would say S tier? I do think that there's a lot of really good movement in this particular card. I like the sand. The sand, I think, is the best part of the card. It does still kind of look like his ears are tacked on. It doesn't really look like his hair is real, where the ears are concerned. But the sand is cool. So if y'all want to put it in S, we could put it in S. True, true. It's one of the few times we do get to see his unique magic in action. That's fair. Exactly. It's coarse and rough and infiltrates everything. Alrighty, alrighty. Jack now. Mr. Jack. Where do we think Mr. Jack is gonna go? What do we think about Mr. Jack? Jax is very endearing. I feel like his proportion, like his tail seems way too big. His tail feels huge. His tail feels massive. But it's cute. It's kind of cute, I think, still. You got Savannah Claw in the background. It's sunset. He's happy. He looks a little pained, but maybe that's just me. S-A-S. Can we get a poll for Leona? To put him in S or where? What do you mean poll for Leona? A, B, A. Wolf tails are huge. Yeah, but it just feels like too big. It feels like it's the size of his torso. You know? S, 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 C, S, S, C. Ruggy takes more of the frame than Jack. A, mid B. Loki, it looks like it has the heart symbol filter. True, true, true. Yeah, Ruggy does occupy a lot of the card. And it's funny because Jack is like behind him, so he should be a little bit smaller, but they're not that far apart. And Jack looks like he's almost the same exact size as Ruggy. So like it feels kind of strange. Oh yeah, that's true. This is the first time we get to really see like the little zippers they put on the back of the pants for the tails. And to be fair, Jack is huge. Yeah, true. But like, also I think I missed the rationale for the Leona poll. If it was put in the chat. Hello. Why is my phone connected to my computer? Why are you connected? Why? Why do you have this on? Stop. No wonder I got I got a text through my computer and I was like, "Huh, that's weird. Wonder why that happened." Didn't think about it until just now. S, yeah. B, I didn't. Let's put him in S. Or are we just gonna have a Savannah Claw sweep? I don't think it's an S tier card. I'd be willing to put it in A, but I personally don't think it's an S tier card. If you want it to be an A or a B, okay, fine. I think the composition's kind of wonky. I think the composition's a little too wonky to put it in S tier. We're ranking the card art itself, not just the specific boys. Because if we were ranking the specific boys, then obviously I would just put Octave and L in S tier, except for Jade's card, because I hate that card. I hate his groovy. We'll get there. We'll get there when we talk about him. But I don't think that the composition is worthy of an S. I just don't think that it's worthy of an S. I think it's cute, but it just does not give me that feel, you know? It doesn't give me the same feel as when I look at Leona's card. So I'd be willing to compromise and put it above Deuce, but I think that Aces is composed a bit better. I'd be willing to compromise there. I'd be willing to compromise there. That's where I would go. I don't think it's better than Aces. I really don't. And also I know that you simp for Jack, so I'm gonna take your words with a grain of salt. I think Jack is cute. I think Jack is a very good character. I just don't think that this card art alone, I don't think it's better than the Ace card art. For the Ace card alone, I just think that the composition's a little bit better and the colors are a little bit more fun. That's what I'm going with. I am putting my personal veto. And I am compromising by putting him there. Next up, we have Ragi. We have Ragi Bucci. I like this card a lot, personally, but I will let you all talk about it a little bit. I think that this one is very fun. I think that this one is way better than Jack's card. You think Rugi's a B, A, C? Just because of the cat? Lucius, A, S, B. Oh, we're all over the place again. S. My. Immediately S, because Lucius. B, A, B, S, low A, C, S, S, A, B. This is definitely better than Jack's card. We can all agree to that, right? The composition is way better. We have Ruggy in most of the frame. We have Leona in the background, but he's very, very subtle. Lucius is there. It makes sense for the story. It's very, very cute. And I think the slanted nature of the way that the camera is positioned, right? You have that angle, I think is very nice. So if we can agree that this is better than Jack's, then either Jack needs to go down a tier or two, or Ruggy needs to be up, right? So like, I think that this is a high A. I think that it's better than the Ace one, just because the composition's a little bit better. It feels natural. It feels nice. But I don't know that it's S tier specifically, but you can prefer the lighting on the other one. That's fine. That A, but below Leona. Well, Leona's an S tier, so that he's not a problem. Jack is A, Jack is B. Jack is all right. Let me just put up a poll for Jack. All right, is Jack A or B? Let's just settle it. Is Jack A or B? Or I'm gonna be spicy and add another option. I'm gonna put in C. What do we? A, B, or C? Let's for Jack. Where is he going? Where is Jack going? Decide his fate entirely now. Wherever he goes, that's where he's going to stay. Because I'm not going to argue Jack again. Wherever he goes, that's where he's going. So vote wisely. Vote wisely. We got 50% for B currently. 50% for B. B. It seems like B is pretty much. You're shocked this is the one we got stuck on? I think we have a lot of people that really love Jack. And I think sunsets are very nice. But alright. I'm just gonna call it here. We have 51% in favor of B. So he's gonna get put in B to B tier. I'm gonna put him above Riddle. I'm gonna put him above Riddle. Alright, we good with that one. We good with that. I think we're good with that. Alright. Jade. We're starting with Jade. Unless we start discussing, I'm just gonna put him in F tier. We're just gonna tentatively put him in F tier. Tentatively he'll be down there. We have his lovely little card that features Vil. Here we have Jade being a butler, giving Vil shoes. I don't like the feet. I don't like the feet. F for feet. That's what I get it. It makes sense, but there's like a couple of other things he could have been doing. Like the heels were a pretty big part of this, I will say. But like he could have been giving him the little mystery drink. He could have been doing that instead. I don't think that Vil, because we don't see Vil's face, because Vil is looking at Jade, right? And he's a little bit blurry. He's not fully in focus. I don't think that Vil's a problem. I don't think that him taking up as much space as he does is a problem. What I have a huge problem with is this tiny little foot right here. I don't like the foot. I don't like the foot at all. This is just so fun. Look at him. He's very fun. There's movement. There's all sorts. You can kind of see the other kiddos, but like you're still focused on Jade. Here you're focused on Jade, but I don't like foot. I don't like foot. I don't like foot. So I put him in B. It could have been the Magicam photo, but the Magicam photo, yeah, exactly. It could have been the Magicam photo. It could have been. The red is an eye, so I don't think the red's that bad. I don't think the red is the problem. I think it's the foot. I think the foot is the problem. And this perspective is also kind of weird. Like it makes sense, but it also kind of doesn't. Like it hurts my brain a little bit. Because this part of Ville is so big, and this part of Ville is so teeny. But I will say it's not the worst Twill groovy art that exists out there, unfortunately. But it's not for me. It's not for me. But y'all are more generous. Y'all want to put him in C tier? You want to put him up there? Y'all don't want to put him in F tier? You want to put him in C tier? Yeah. The foot is really the focus, and it just makes me uncomfortable. D, F, low B. D for disgusting. He doesn't deserve. He's not even on the same tier as Jack. Guys, Jack is in B tier. Guys. D tier. Okay, we can put Jade in D tier. I can put him there. I can put him there. If he's not gonna be in F, he might as well be in D. He might as well be in D. Fine, D. Fine. Alrighty. Well, why don't we just do Floyd? Why don't we do Floyd next? Since we're on the topic of Tweels. D for them dogs. Oh my gosh. Alright, Floyd. Mr. Floyd. I like this one way better. I like this perspective. This perspective is fun. I still feel like the leg is like out of proportion somehow, but this has so much more excitement happening. The composition has way more interest visually. I think this one's fun. I'm seeing A's, I'm seeing B's, I'm seeing S's, I'm seeing A's, I'm seeing C's, a high A, a C, or a high D, an A, and a B, an A, a B or C, an A, an A, an A, an A, a B. He's stomping down the door, I think, is what's happening, but like that doesn't make any sense because the door's open, so it just looks like he's stomping. I think the part of the problem is that the pants are so high-waisted. Like it looks like the crotch should be up higher of the pant to me. But, you know, it's not as bad, I don't think. Again, there's like more things happening in this one. Your eye gets to go to more places compared to Jade, so you think the angle's weird? I don't know. Oops, I didn't want to make it bigger. Oops. Oh no, now I have it isolated. Ooh, he's he's stomping on me. Oh no. Let's see. Can I go back? There we go. Yeah, taking a photo at this angle is like not a vibe. Not a vibe at all. But okay. I'm still very confused on where we want him. Do we want him in B tier? Do we want him in C tier? Do we want him in A tier? B, A, high C. Still don't like the angle, so C tier. B or C, A, C, A. Do I have to let me just put up another poll. Let's do A, B, or C. Y'all tell me, A, B, or C. What? One of those. One of them. The lighting doesn't make sense. Yeah, he's yeah, exactly. He's supposed to be breaking into the store at night. Yeah, there's a lot technically wrong, I suppose, but it is really fun, isn't it? It is still exciting. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've stared at this card for like way too long, but I don't know. I just think I think it's kind of fun. I don't know. Well, 36% of you are saying B. Floyd borrowed Azul's personal spotlight. Fair. Oh, my poll is very glitched on my end. A and B are merged into one answer, in the poll. Oh, there it goes. Never mind, they're no longer merged. But 36% oh no, it's B and C are tied. B and C someone break the tie. One of y'all break the tie. You don't want me to break the tie. One of y'all's gotta break the tie. No, there's only 33 votes and there's 60 people here. There's at least 20 some odd more people that can vote in this poll. There's at least someone voted, but they voted for A. That was not helpful. Thank you anyway. Alright, 41% for B. 41% for B. We're gonna keep him in B. I think he should be above Jack. I think he should be above Jack. But I know there's so many of you that are gonna be upset that I did that. Look, everyone is yelling no. Everyone is yelling no all of a sudden. My, you'll stage a coup. How are you gonna take over the circus? You don't know where we are. Not Jack. It's fine. Makes sense. Alright, what if we just put him above Riddle? What if we... I would prefer to not have my circus tent burnt down by a couple of Jack stands tonight, if it's all the same to y'all. Oh my. Jack's composition is not as interesting as Floyd's. Yes, I agree. It's not as interesting. Not at all. We should have an area just for Jack. Here. So the angry stands don't burn the circus down. There. Happy? He has his own tier now. He has his own tier. That should make you all very happy. There you go. There y'all go. Alrighty, now it's time to go talk about Azul. How do we feel about Azul's artwork? How do we feel about his Dorm Groovy card? I think it's very fun. But I'm also very biased. So A-S-A, immediately A-S-S-S-A-S. Okay, alright, so A's and S's all around. A's and S's all around. I see. Interesting. Okay, alright. I'm seeing, I think, unless my rose-tinted glasses are on, more S's than A's. So I think we're gonna go put them... Oops, that's not what I did to do. Hold on. I think we're gonna put him in S tier. Now, the real question is, do we think he's better or worse than Leona? Do we think that this is... I think that this is very pretty. I don't think that it's necessarily as compelling of a composition as Leona's. Because Leona has, like, a lot more movement happening. Here, it's just, like, pretty colors and the lounge. And he's got some sparkles that kind of go places. So I think we keep Leona above. I think that seems to be the general consensus. I mean, the coat's moving, but that's kind of it. The coat's moving. You can see Jade is walking based on his position. Floyd's just kind of standing, but nothing else is happening, right? They're just walking to the VIP room probably, and that's it. So yeah, I'm okay with keeping that like that. All right, what about Mr. Jamil? So I'm just gonna preemptively put where I think he's gonna end up going after I pull up his card art. What do we think about Mr. Jamil? Mr. F, because you're biased. Sure. S, put him next to his husband, S. I think that this is better than Leona's. But I'm very partial to a tilt. I'm very partial to like a tilt. However, the sunset, the rose petals, the fact that the sunset doesn't just have like a filter over him, I think he's better than the others. I think he's top tier. It's just the colors are gorgeous. The movement is beautiful. You have Jamil, like the way that he's positioned and the way that it moves. This is the same reason why Deuce's Star Sending Robes is one of my favorites. Because it's this kind of composition with the amount of movement and the colors that's just, mwah. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I don't know who they had working on the Scarabia cards, but whoever did those, fantastic. 10 out of 10. We also have a Kaleem, who I'm going to preemptively put where I think he's going to go after we start talking about him as well. Like, I don't like Kaleem's non-groovy, but Kaleem's groovy is just so pretty. It's just so pretty. It's got the same sort of, like, fantastic colors going on. It's got the same sort of, like, pretty little rose petals and stuff. Even though there's not a lot of movement here, it's just so gorgeous. The water and the fact that like his unique magic is also water, right? So like it blends into that without you even knowing, because at the time that you would pull him, you wouldn't know that that's like what he does. Like it's just beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then the reflections of Jamil in the bangle is such a nice detail. It's beautiful, beautiful. Do we think that do we think that this is above or below Jamil? Do we think Kaleem's is better or just underneath? Do we above? We think he's above, below, above, below, below, above, 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 above. Okay, above. above he goes. Above he goes. Above easily. Above, the lighting's a little better. Below, Kaleem's is better. Better, above, above. All right. He's gonna below Jamil. I think that there's just a few more aboves than belows. So we'll keep him up there. We have Apple. Mr. Apple is up next. He is very fancy in his lovely vroom vroom I go down Main Street card. I love that he was able to find a blast cycle that is perfectly Pomfiore. That is super, super fun. But let's see. Apple's very dynamic. S tier A. Ka-chow A, S, A. Oh, I'm seeing a lot more A's. A lot more A's than S's this time. I see. Edia got it for him. Oh, I see. Excuse me. A low A. A low A, mid A, S, A, S, S. I think I've seen more A's. So, but he's definitely, oh gosh, where is he in A tier? I think I want to put him above Deuce. I think above Deuce, but below Ace. Top of A tier. You think he's better than Ruggy? Next to Deuce, Apple Juice. Yeah, so it seems that we were very critical of the art, but I think there's a little partial piece of favoritism in some of these. But top of A, above Ace. We really like Apples more than Ruggies, huh? Top of the tier, huh? Interesting. Okay, all right. If that is what the community wants, that is what the community gets. If that is what the general consensus is, then sure. All right, there he goes. Alrighty then. We have Vil coming in hot up next. We have Mr. Vil Schoenheit, model, actor, superstar, and diva. We have him. He is here. He is like this. Vil is a C. You hate how pale he looks. Fair, the queen herself, S tier, S, A, S, queen, yes, please, S, Apple Juice. Listen, he's already placed. We're moving on. S, A, S. Will is S, but not to be biased, A at least. S, A, S, A. Okay, so we're kind of flip-flopping between the two tiers. So maybe he goes at the top of A tier. Maybe that's where we put him, is the top of A tier to appease. Maybe that's where he goes. So we put him up here, so he's above Apple, as he should be. Perhaps. And then that way he's on the cusp between the two. Perhaps. I mean, you got Rook here, presumably, and then you have Apple in the background. But Apple almost looks like painted. Apple doesn't look real. There is a lot of emphasis on Vil, obviously, because it is his card. But yeah, I think high A is probably fine. That's better than Azul's. I don't know about that. That's not Apple, it's a hologram. A low A. Apple does look pained. The lighting S. Are we sure about S? Are we sure about putting him up another tier? Are we sure Vil is not better than Azul? I mean, if he gets put up in the tier, he's gonna go below Azul. Yes, high A. Low-key better than Leona. Really? Interesting. He can stay in A, high A. He cannot let Leona beat him. A tier, high A. I think I'm gonna let him go. I think he's just gonna be where he is. I think he's just gonna be where he is. Alright, we have Rook up next. We have Mr. Rook Hunt himself. Where is he? Rook. We have Rook. We have Rook doing Rook things. Alright, we have an A, a C. Interesting. I don't really like this perspective. I think it could have worked better if we didn't have, like, Apple in the background, because Apple in the background does not look right. Apple doesn't look... He does look real, but he also doesn't look right. Yeah, this is really great for, like, cosplay reference, I will say, because you can see, like, how the sleeves are constructed, at least, like, how the lining and stuff works, and what this is, and, like, that. Because that's not very clear on any of the other things. I think the sleeve is pretty. I just don't like the way that the arm is, personally. I just, the perspective to me with the arm outstretched, like these sorts of poses are just like not my favorite thing. So like that's just like a personal gripe, but the way that the movement is nice. The way that it's composed is really pretty. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. But S or at least A. The pose, yeah, the pose fits for Brooke. Like everything works for Brooke. Everything works really well. It's just like I want his fingers to not be so close to the border of the card, you know, like there's, oh no, stop. There's like little things like this that just kind of annoy me. I don't know. But why is Apple the only one with no one included with him? Because he's riding his blast cycle, clearly. Clearly. Like how the fabric floats. Yeah, there are lots of good things about this card. I'm just giving y'all my opinion, but y'all are the ones putting him in the tier list. So people are saying B or C. B, C, A. B, C, A. B, C, and A. I don't, that doesn't help me. I don't think it's C. I don't think it's C, but I would be comfortable putting him in like as like a high B. I feel like a high B is pretty fair. I feel like that placement's pretty good. Because I do like this better than the Trey's. Trey has a lot more going on in the background, but I think that this just flows a little bit better. It's a lot less confusing to me than Trey's. Whoops. High B, low B. I think we stay here, and I think we just continue. I'm getting pretty tired, so this will probably be the last tier list that we do for this evening. Hopefully it's been fun. But I need sleep. Edia, Mr. Edia Shroud. Where do we put Mr. Edia? In his very angered state of hacking. Where do we think? High A, an S, S tier, S. Oh my. Uh-oh. We're S and high A, S. Can't even like I did EDS, S, high A, S. Looks like we have a lot of S's. I do think that it's fun. I like his facial expression. I don't know. It could be above Azul. It could be above Azul. But I think the hair's doing a lot of heavy lifting. I think the hair is doing a lot of heavy lifting in terms of like the movement and the composition of this. Because otherwise it's just a dude in a chair. Otherwise, it's just a guy in a chair. But his hair is really fun. To be fair, 80 is 40% hair. True. True. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, Edia really is just a dude in a chair. I think the only thing that makes it weird for me is like his neck, because the collar of the jacket goes back. But it becomes almost the same color as like this shadow on the neck. So it almost looks like he has just like this really thick neck that like goes into the back of his head here. That wouldn't make any sense. But I don't think it's a C. I don't think it's a C. If this is a C, then we have to rework this entire tier list. But if it's not, it can be an A. It could be an A. It could be an A, but I think it's better in this tier. I think it's an S above Azul. I think that's probably the spot for this one. F because you're biased. Oh no. Well, unfortunately, F tier became so the angry stands don't burn the circus down tiers. So we don't have that as an option anymore. The angle of Ills was way more interesting. Yes, true. The angle was, but I don't know. I don't know. There's something that just appeals to me about this particular card, and it seems to appeal to some other folks as well. I don't know. I don't. D for Land of the Dead. Edie is not above Vil. It's the same angle, just on the other side of the axis. I think a lot of people said an S initially, so I think we're gonna keep it in S tier. I think that's how this is going. I don't know if those people retcon their decisions or not. So I'm just gonna move on to Ortho. And we're just gonna talk about Ortho now. So Ortho, for folks who don't know, is a cute little android, and he causes a lot of mischief. And this is one of my favorite groovy arts of the base sets. Just because it's just so fun. It's just so fun. Not as interesting. I mean, yeah, the colors are not as interesting. There's not like as much contrast and stuff, I suppose. He looks too pale. I guess, I suppose. I didn't realize that his hand could go under his collar thingy, but I suppose that makes sense. Since this is just like a light hologram type thing that's going on there. So we have B or A, B, S, low A, high B, A or B, B, A, B, C, S, S. I think we go with maybe. I think it's better than Deuce. I think it's better than Deuce, man. Yeah, Deuce looks shocked here, but I think it's fine. Like, I don't think any of the background people look that bad. Yeah, the Diasomnia students getting embarrassed is just beautiful. Chef's kiss. He is not better than Deuce? Do you really think so? He really thinks that the colors are so dull, but isn't that the same for Deuce's card too? Because it's just like washed out sunset room. Do we not like this take? We do not like this take. Y'all like Deuce's card better? All right, sure. All right, fine. Okay. Yeah, at least better than Deuce. Deuce is better. Y'all. Do I gotta put up another poll? All right. Who is better, Ortho or Deuce? Who's better? Which one? We're gonna be fine. People are entitled to their opinions. Y'all can have opinions. Y'all can have likes and dislikes as well. It's totally okay. We're trying to get like the majority. We're just trying to get majority votes. That's all. And for some of the cards, it was very, very easy. Some of the cards, it's been very, very hard. That's all it is. Tis all that is happening. Ian, we're deciding whether or not your brother is better than Deuce. Welcome in. You've come in at the perfect time. Bye. This is the who is better. Do we like Ortho's groovy art more than Deuce's groovy art or no? Do we like, that's the question. We're trying to figure out where is Ortho gonna be where he is right now on the tier list, or is he gonna go up one and be over Deuce? That is the whole thing. That is what we're trying to decide, and it looks like 63% of you want Ortho to be above Deuce in the tier list. So, I suppose this is exactly where we shall be, and this is how we are ending it. 63% in favor of Ortho being above Deuce, so that is where he will go. Now we get to talk about Sebek. So Sebek, where are you, Sebecky boy? Where are you, Becky boy? Sebek's is so fun. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's calling down all of the lightning. Esther A, B. S for Sebek, A, low S. He's definitely a high A. B, C, A, B, S, B, S, S, A, S, A, C, B, A, S, A. I definitely, this is, okay, it seems like most people want him in A tier, but now we have the moral dilemma of deciding, is he better than Vil? Does he go in the middle? Is he better than Vil? Is he better than where is he going? Where is he going in A tier? We're putting him in A tier. We're putting him in A tier. Where better than Apples? Not better, but right below who? The Vil? So you want him in between Vil and Apple? Is that where we want him? Is that good? Better than Apple, but can't put him better than Vil. Better than Vil? No, he's got to be better than Vil. Better than Vil, he looks so funky. Vil, no Vil, better, yes, no, below. All right, we're getting another poll. Is who above Apple or above Vil? Who is he above? Who is he above? Which one? How do we do? Who goes? What's life? Oh, we're split 50-50, guys. That's not helpful. Guys, that's not helpful. Guys, you gotta break it. Okay. Oh, it's flipping back and forth. Oh my, we're back at 50-50. Guys, no. Above 51% above. 50-50 yet again. Oh my. We need somebody. There's 60. There's only 36 of you voted. Okay, 37. Thank you. Thank you. Above Apple. So it goes. So it goes then. I'm ending the poll. All right, fine. Above Apple, but below Phil. That is where he will stay. That is where he will stay. Alrighty. Silver is up next. We might as well do Silver before we go into Vice House Warden and House Warden. So Silver's little dorm uniform groovy. It's quite fun. It's quite fun, but I feel like it's kind of boring. I feel like it. Okay, everyone just wants it to go in S tier immediately. I think we all like sunsets. I think that's what we've learned today. He's the best. I feel like this is boring. I feel like this is just him. And I mean, it's pretty, but it's boring. I don't know, man. I don't know. It doesn't drown us in green. That's true. That's true. For the Diasomnia one, it doesn't. But yeah, I suppose. Alright, I guess we'll put him in S tier, but where in S tier? Where I don't think that he's better than Jamil and Khalid, personally. If you want to put him above Leona and Edea and Azul, fine. But I don't think that he beats out the Scarabia boys. He can, so, better than Leona's? But people are saying low S. S for Sleepy. Below Leona, above Edea. I can see that. I can see that. Below Leona, but above Edea. That seems fair. That seems fair. I feel like that is fair. I feel like that is fair. Alright, moving on to Lilia. Moving on to Lilia before another war starts. We have Lilia with the little batsies. And I quite like this. But I'm a bit biased because I am a little bit of a bat. Wow, y'all. I feel like y'all are saying C and F on purpose. Why are his face is so wrong? That's fair. The face is kind of weird. His face is melting. He sort of looks bald. Listen, I just like the bat, okay? I like the bat. I like that he's just floating up into space. But you prefer the ungroovied angle? See, this angle is kind of strange to me. I don't like this angle quite as much. But I think that's because it looks like the whole of his pants is like poofing up. You know, I think that's what I don't like. I like that we can see his shorts and that there's that. That is what I like about this one. But most people wanted him to go into C tier, so we'll put Lilia into C tier, and he will live there as the only card in C tier, and he is fine there. Malleus, Mr. Malleus Draconia, where is he gonna go? And y'all better not just start spamming things because it's Malleus. And the S's have flooded in. Oh, we have S and C. Those are the two popular options, is S and C. That is so polarizing. Oh my. Oh my. We're just tier listing things. We're just tier listing Twisted Wonderland things. Welcome into the stream. Unfortunately, we're probably gonna end soon, and this is rather contentious, but we're trying to figure out where we think Malleus's groovy art would go. And we have a lot of people saying S and a lot of people saying C, and I think the S people are compromising and saying A. And it is a war zone in the chat right now. there are so many letters being thrown about. There's so much going on. Oh, I'm gonna have to put up another poll. There's so much happening. All right, do we want A? Do we want B? Oh wait, S. We wanted S, A. We want S, A, B, and C. There's gonna be 4 options. Y'all pick. Yo, but the chat rate went from like 20 to 124. Guys, it has never been this fast before. Oh my gosh. Oh my, 34% said want C. Wow. I did not think that this one was going to be this contentious or this. Wow. 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 Interesting. Interesting. You know, well, because the colors are really pretty, but it is like one of those, it seems like it has that one Instagram filter on it. Also, he doesn't have his little like necklace, which I feel like is weird. He should have his little, like, neck thingy, no? Why does he not have his neck thingy? I mean, he doesn't have his big cape either. But like, that's like a necklace, right? So, like, why? What happened? What happened to it? Did they just not want to draw it? Did they not want to figure that out? Dang, dang. All right. Well, it's contentious between A and C, but it looks like C won out in the end. It looks like C won out in the end. He's getting put into C tier. But is he better or worse than Lilia? I think based on what all y'all were saying, he has to be better than Lilia. He's got to be above Lilia. I gotta put him with Jack. Oh no. Oh dear. Let him be it. No. I think he's fine where he is. I think he's fine. Above Lilia. I think that's fine. Jack way better. No, I disagree. But we can agree to disagree. Alrighty, well, this was the Card Arts Dorm Uniform Groovy edition. This is where we put him with everybody. The tier list is called Groovy Art Dorm Uniform. That is what it is called. Unless you're talking about the one that I'm using. The one that I'm using on tier list is Twisted Wonderland Dorm, SSR Groovy, and Non-Groovy. That is what it is called. I think someone put it in the Discord, so if you are in the Discord, then you will be able to go through there and get that from there. But yeah, it is time for me to go to bed. It's time for me to go to bed. Very, very exciting, very, very fun times, very, very grand all around. I am sure. I would assume it has been fun for you. It's been fun for me. But I need to go to bed. I need to get some sleep. I have a very early day tomorrow, and all that lovely stuff. So we shall be back next week with some other fun things. It should be a very, very good time. But until then, if you are going to be going to sleep, have a wonderful sleep. If you are going to be having a day, have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the next one. Nice blessings. Bye-bye.